equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
That's why flying Southwest from Chicago just makes sense.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards.
That's awesome.
Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
Payment you can afford. And no, it's not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. It's a real, affordable debt relief program that could save you lots of money. National Debt Relief has already helped over 1 million people with their debt and has thousands of 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. So if you owe $10,000 or more, don't wait. Call 800-878-4646 now to see if you qualify. That's 800-878-4646. One call could help reduce what you owe and simplify your monthly payments. Call 800-878-4646 now to find out how much you could save.
Save time every time for a great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Cubs Giants at Wrigley Field. Time now to hear from manager Craig Counsell. Brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. Counsell does not have Dansby Swanson in the starting lineup today.
Just at the point, just try to give him a couple days away from the game. You know, obviously he's healthy and could be in there, but you know, just trying to get him just a different look and just a little break mentally. You know, I think the things that he's working on doing we think are good things and the right things. You know, we haven't seen many signs of, you know, positive results from it, but let's try to commit to a couple more days of good work, and maybe cement some of those thoughts and habits, and then take it into a game again.
What are the thoughts and habits you would like to see? I
mean, they're just mechanical things, and I mean, and they're thought things just around the direction and trying to create good swings. You know, trying to create consistent swing decisions and good swings, and that's what produces the results.
Swanson hitting at 180 on the season. When we come back, the pitching matchup next on The Score, the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, it's Speaks. Now's the time to complete that painting project you've been putting off. CertaPro Painters provides a free estimate quickly and at the right price. I have completed my entire project and I am thrilled with the results. I got reliable updates and communication throughout. CertaPro Painters knew exactly how important my home was and took care of me beautifully. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated.
Take your taste buds to the candy shop with the irresistible taste of cotton candy extra strength 5-hour energy shots. A delicious swirl of vanilla with a sweet but sugar-free fruity twist. Plus the classic 5-hour energy blend of B vitamins.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Oh, my. Fly ball, right center field, and O'Neal Cruz with his first Cruz missile of the year. Off the lefty, Brandon Williamson. Cruz crushes it. Pirates get the run back. They lead 6-1.
That's a beautiful thing. Man, it just sounds different. It just sounds different coming off that bat. Look how far that ball went up in the stands, Browning. O'Neal Cruz, just a special talent.
Coming on, Schumann dives, makes the catch. Max Schumann, great hustle right there.
Caught by Rengifo. Rengifo says not today. Smith's back, he's at the track, he leaps, and he makes the catch.
Diving stop backhanded by Hoskins. A perfect feed to Ciccone.
What a play by Hoskins.
He slides, and did he hold on? He did. Just get him the third Gold Glove right now. Gilbert jumps up. He caught it.
He just made a spectacular play.
Caught by Rengifo. Boy, has he been tested. That ball smoked right at him.
Cody reaching out. He's got it.
Oh, how did he grab that?
And he slides, and he's there.
No nightmares there.
It's over by the sidewall. Slides. He made the catch. He hangs on.
Speaking of arms.
Wow. A howitzer for Abreu.
To the right side. There's a stab by a running Alex Freeland.
Backhanded nicely by McMahon. Oh, a rocket.
Line drive left field, and Mangum will make the catch.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves. I'm also representing like where I came from. And in the Zilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me. And we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We went like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward. And that's really why I started to have impact.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
We're on a 30-second radio ad?
Oh, I'll get straight to the point then. Our solutions are customized for small businesses. Our services make financial management simple, and our pricing is always transparent.
Outstanding, wow.
Yeah, so ever been in an ad before?
Nope. How do I look?
Good. But we're on the radio, remember?
Right. Hi, Mom.
Customized small business banking from Old National Bank. Member FDIC. Get old.
The winning lineup for your home starts with the appliance experts at Grand Appliance. With top brands like Samsung, Grand Appliance can help your kitchen and laundry room perform like an all-star. And with fast delivery, professional installation, and of course, the lowest prices every day, Grand makes it easy to upgrade your home with the latest appliance innovations. Shop grandappliance.com or one of their 12 Chicagoland locations to learn more. That's Grand Appliance, Chicago's hometown appliance leader since 1930.
Every team needs a closer. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs, Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Hey, Cubs fans, Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer here. This Cubs season, listen to the Cubs in crystal clear FM quality on 104.3 The Score.
It's got a chance! Gone! Pete Crow Armstrong with a long home run.
Imagine listening to all the action on FM. Cubs baseball has never sounded this good. Listen to every game on your home of the Cubs. 104.3 The Score.
Presented by the official sports book of The Score. Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fee.
This broadcast is presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
And now, Odyssey and 104.3 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Three-run homer.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
Good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it.
Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this bat, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need
You're
it
not
back?
gonna give it back?
Okay, you can continue talking.
Right, and you're just going to hold on to it?
Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron's flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, "Black."
And every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Sitting beside Mike in the clubhouse, he's a huge card guy. Just watching him go through boxes and boxes of cards, I kind of got a little bit of the edge. You rip a pack and you just kind of get what you get and see what you see.
Yeah, so see what we got. Jose Ramirez.
Ready for Peralta.
Look at this one here, Joe. This is...
Oh yeah, keep that off to the side right there. Man, you're gonna rock, paper, scissors.
Go against him.
1 of 25, Andrew McCutchen. This is absolutely beautiful. That is fantastic.
All tied up. Leading off for the visitors from Northern California, Casey Schmidt in left field. The Giants' first baseman is Rafael Devers. Luis Arraez batting third and playing second base. Willie Adames at short.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet.
Batting ninth in center field, Drew Gilbert. Those are the Giants. Here are the Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong leads off in center. Michael Conforto, the designated hitter, batting second. Michael Bush at first base. Alex Bregman is batting fourth and playing third base. Ian Happ in left field. The number 6 batter is right fielder Seiya Suzuki. Nico Horner at shortstop. Pedro Ramirez batting 8th and playing second base. And Carson Kelly catching and batting 9th. The umpires assigned by Major League Baseball to this game today. Willie Traynor will call balls and strikes. Andy Fletcher, the first base umpire. Corey Blazer down at second. And Alex Tosi at third. The announcement of the umpires sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. We are ready for baseball. Big crowd, beautiful day at Wrigley. Thanks for joining us. Back to get it started right after this. You are listening to The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, dedicated to helping you move better so you can live better. Our team of highly trained professionals provides empathetic, timely, efficient, and highest quality care to our patients. From state-of-the-art imaging to convenient rehab locations, we're here for you. With 14 Ortho Access immediate care facilities, get same-day orthopedic treatment. Experience close-to-home care you deserve. Visit IBJI.com for locations and services.
Southwest Airlines is the official airline of your Chicago Cubs. And you can bet your sweet Cubbies we fly to their away games. Hint, hint.
It's game time. That makes the perfect time for a flight by Yingling. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and packed with flavor. Flight is the next generation of light beer from the oldest brewery in America. Look for Flight wherever you buy beer, and partner Ben Brown has thrown the ball exceptionally well. He got a win in St. Louis in his last outing. The Cubs need a very good game from Brownie today.
Absolutely, Ron, the big, tall, hard-throwing right-hander finishing up his warm-up tosses. Game time temperature here at Wrigley. It feels like it's about 77 degrees. We'll get the exact figure here momentarily. Game time temperature sponsored by Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. It's cooled off all the way down to 75.
Yeah.
Perfect day, though. Lots of blue skies. The lights have been turned on. Lights are on. Today's game being powered by ComEd, and we are ready for baseball, and we thank you for joining us. Casey Schmidt, the leadoff man, he had a big day yesterday. 4 for 6 with 2 home runs. Hitting .293. Ben Brown's first pitch of the day is taken outside, and away we go. Brown, Ron, has a record of 2-2 and a glittering earned run average of 1.92 as he works 1-0 to Schmidt. And this pitch is inside, a check swing. Did he foul that one?
They didn't. The home plate umpire did not signal, but it's 1-1. It was a foul ball.
Scoreboard, it was a foul, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The scoreboard says 2-0. Big, tall, likable right-hander Brown comes back, swing and a miss. Ron, as you think about Ben Brown, though, what are some of the keys in your mind to his game today?
I really think the attack of the fastball is vital, because if you're pitching ahead, then for Brownie, that knuckle curveball when you're ahead in the count becomes effective, even more effective. And then the get-me-over strike knuckle curve works.
Fly ball to right, shallow and playable for Suzuki. He's got it. 1 away, and the batter, Rafael Devers, coming up.
So I really think attacking the strike zone, which he's done a great job of so far since he's been put in that rotation. And I think, the more he has pitched in the rotation, he's had success, the confidence is building, and you're seeing a young guy really just pitching really good baseball and using all of his pitches.
Brown now working on Devers. Left-handed batter, former Red Sox, has that distinctive batting stance where his right foot, his lead foot, he's a left-handed batter, right foot is way over near the restraining line, and his heel is above the line, and then he steps into the pitch as it is delivered and takes a strike, 1-1. Apparently he did that way back when, Ron. It worked. It felt comfortable for him. And that's the way he hits.
Absolutely, and it stays that way.
The 1-1 is going to be outside. It's 2 balls and a strike.
This guy's been a very good hitter for a long time. I mean, he signed a massive deal in Boston. And you don't sign deals like that because you're not hitting, that's for sure.
Devers this season hitting just .243. He did have a couple of hits yesterday, 2 for 5. He's got 7 home runs. He's driven in 31. Just underway, no score, first inning. There's a strike. Willie Traynor calling balls and strikes. Brown always works from the stretch. Big, tall, strong right-hander brings it. Fastball just outside. Didn't miss by much. 3-2. Great crowd at Wrigley today. We had 39,000 yesterday. We're going to be in that same neighborhood today. Swinging a foul back by Devers.
A good gas by Brownie there, top of the zone. 96 miles an hour. Devers put a big swing on it, but Brownie got it past him.
Bleachers are completely filled. I see rooftoppers across Sheffield and Waveland Avenues. Lower deck filling up nicely. And the 3-2 pitch to Devers. And here it comes. Swing and a foul. He just did make contact to stay alive. And we'll do it again.
Knuckle curveball from Brownie on 3-2. And Devers, as you said, Pat, just barely got a piece of it. First inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Devers awaiting the payoff pitch. Lines one down the right field line, curling toward the line. And a running catch by Suzuki. Very nice play by Seiya. He actually disappeared from our view. I saw him reach up for the ball, and I knew that he was getting close, and he barreled into that side wall. He's okay, but he took quite a jolt, Ron. You only have about a foot or two on the other side of that foul line before you hit that wall. Nice play.
Excellent play. You go as hard as you can. He catches it and just gets on the warning track, slams into the wall. Suzuki's built like a middle linebacker. I wonder how the wall is, because he smoked the wall and the wall probably moved.
You think the wall dislocated some kind of a hinge?
Yeah, I think the bricks took a beating. Suzuki won that fight.
He lost his hat. Made the catch, though. Excellent play by Sayar. Here's a drive by Luis Ariz to the gap in right center. That's going to be in there. Over to pick it up, Suzuki. Ariz will take a big turn and hold on as it's a 2-out single. And a good throw by Suzuki. He's getting a chance to show all of his defensive skills in one half inning here, Ron.
Yeah, they're testing him in right field. You look at Ariz and you look at his numbers, and league leader in hitting, and just sprays the ball around with that short swing. He makes it tough on the opposing pitcher.
He seems to hit a higher percentage of line drives than just about anybody you'll see.
Yeah.
Now, Willie Adames, he put on a show yesterday. 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. Had a very unusual box score line. 2-4-2-4.
Really?
Don't see that one very often.
No, you don't.
4 ribbies, 4 runs scored. Breaking ball is in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, good knuckle curve to get in there. Behind in the count, throwing it for a strike at 87 miles an hour. Speed gun powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that.
No score, top of the first, 2 down. Adames will drive one in the air to right. Going back is Suzuki with room, I believe. Yes, on the track. Makes the catch. Suzuki has a very active top of the first. He catches 3 balls and just missed catching another. Giants don't score. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 game on the score. And the Southwest, or the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio.
I'm Jonathan Nahum, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Just great beer that stood the test of time for 197 years. So next time you're at a ballpark, grab a Yuengling traditional lager, because just like baseball, legends stand the test of time. Yuengling is proud to be the official beer of the Cubs radio network.
DJ Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Hey, Cubs fans, make history with your business in the Village of Bedford Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY at villageofbedfordpark.com.
Right-hander Landon Root with a record of 5-6 and an ERA of 4.22 pitching for the Giants today. Root to face Pete Crow Armstrong, the leadoff man, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Pete gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot donates $200 to service dog charities. First pitch in for a strike. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Pete, the leadoff man. 1 for 3 in yesterday's series opener. Swings and misses. Ron, if you were in that Cubs lineup today, what would be your approach against Roop?
Well, you got to make sure that he's throwing you strikes. He's had issue. He got off to a great start, through a couple ball games in a row with a lot of pitches. Hasn't quite been the same guy since. A lot of hits in his last few starts.
Swinging a high fly ball, shallow right, drifting in Hu Lee. And the right fielder will make the catch in very short right field, and that's out number 1.
Now, the right fielder has gotten all the action. Do we even need the other players? Is this just right field's the only field open?
I noticed that.
Right? But he hard thrower, slider, changeup, good changeup. But he's been leaving a lot of pitches in the middle of the plate, so he's been giving up a lot of hits. He got off to a great start. Last 3 starts, not the same.
Conforto pokes it foul out of play. Cubs wearing their home white uniforms, the blue pinstripes all over, the blue hats and helmets, blue numbers and sleeves and socks. Giants in their traveling grays, gray shirts and trousers. They've got black numbers trimmed in orange. Sinking fastball is in there for a called strike 2. Uniform descriptions. Sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Conforto swings and misses, strike 3, and that's out number 2. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. 2 down, here's Michael Busch.
Back-to-back changeups, and, the thing about Roop is he's got that 3-quarter delivery, so he gets a lot of movement on his fastball and on his changeup. And the one thing I did notice, they really come out of the exact same arm slot and have the same movement. One's 95, one's, mid-80s.
So that's quite a big difference.
Yep, it is. He's got a good change, but he has been throwing a lot of balls in the middle of the plate.
Michael Busch, wearing bright red batting gloves on either hand, takes a strike. Michael, nothing for 3 in the series opener yesterday. Roop has split his 10 decisions right down the middle, 5 and 5, with a 3.3 ERA. He's a big man from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. 6'2", 205-pounder. He slings it up there low and outside on the count 2-1.
I think they're going to challenge this one. Pitch was called, the ball down, and it was borderline. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, and it's low.
Call is confirmed. The pitch is the ball. San Francisco has 1 challenge remaining.
By a fraction of an inch.
Now, to me, and I know, you just do what you do, but that's a tough challenge, right? It's the very first inning, no men on, there's 2 outs in the inning. That's a tough one to lose.
And Busch takes outside for a ball. 3-1 on Michael. Scoreless game, first inning. A lot of nighttime baseball today as Busch takes ball 4 inside. So the Cubs have a man on, and Alex Bregman is coming up.
And here's what you need, after a ball game like yesterday, and San Francisco doing all the damage with the long ball. Here's where you need Bregman to juice one, hit one in the seats, and get things back on track for the Cubs.
Bregman, nothing for 4 yesterday, has 5 home runs. He's driven in 19. And he hits a line smash foul past third. 0-1. Roop really had a rough outing up in Milwaukee earlier this week on June the 1st. He gave up a career-high 8 earned runs and suffered through a 7-run second inning. He walked 5 and allowed 8 hits in 4 rocky innings and suffered the loss. It's only his second career start against the Cubs. Cubs beat him at Wrigley last year in May. Swinging a foul off to the right out of play. Ian Happ had a homer against Roop in that game at Wrigley on May 5 of 2025. Short lead at first by Busch. And the pitch to Bregman. Curveball is outside, 1-2.
Cleanup hitters. That's Bregman, sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Samsung kitchen today at grandappliance.com.
And the next pitch to Bregman, a check swing chopper foul. Still 1-2. Roop without a win in May. He was 0-4 after he was 5-1 in April.
Yeah, that's something, right? You're 5-1 in April with a really good ERA, and then you don't, and that goes back to those starts where you're just, not the same guy.
Bregman pulls one foul deep to left and back out of play. Bregman's hometown, Albuquerque, New Mexico. It has been a Pacific Coast League town for a long time.
Yeah.
You probably played some games there.
That was my home ballpark with the Dodgers for a year and a half. Absolutely. Love Albuquerque.
Good hitting park.
Love Albuquerque.
Here's a pitch outside for a ball. I remember the one year that I was in the Pacific Coast League broadcasting. It was ironic. Pitchers used to get sore necks and sore shoulders right before the series in Albuquerque. I'm sure it was a coincidence. Here's a 2-2 pitch low and outside. The fact that it was very thin air and the ball carried like crazy had nothing to do with that.
Oh, it did? Yeah. I don't remember that. I
think you remember it vividly. And happily.
Yeah, I remember running around the bases a lot. I think I knocked in 130 runs that year for Albuquerque.
That'll put a smile on your face.
Yeah, steaks tastes great every night.
That will make a pitcher's shoulder a little twingy. Here's a swing and a foul back. But it really was a good hitter's park.
No, it was. And just good town. I really enjoyed Albuquerque. Yeah.
It used to be called Albuquerque Dukes Stadium.
Yeah, that's right. The Duke Dome is what they used to call it as a joke. Yep. Remember the lava rock in the outfield over the walls?
I'll say yes. Okay. Here comes the 3-2 pitch off the inside corner, and it's a base on balls. That was a lengthy battle. That felt like about an 11 or 12 pitch confrontation between Roop and Bregman. So back-to-back walks, and let's see if Ian Happ can drive in the game's first run.
Well, for Bregman, we got a whole Albuquerque story in and one at bat. That was good, and he's from there. Now we need Happ to be the story and see if he can hit one out of here. He's hit a home run off Roop already. Cubs need some big swings of the bat.
Happ takes a fastball high.
And we have blue skies and we have rain here at Wrigley, and the fans are going underneath. It is starting to rain fairly hard here at Wrigley.
And I don't even see any clouds.
No.
Here's the pitch to Happ, and it's taken outside. I'm not kidding. I don't see any clouds right above the ballpark, and it is coming down
in
buckets right now.
No, it is. The fans are going. It's blue sky, and we're getting rain. Welcome to Chicago, folks.
Happ waiting for the 2-0, pulls it foul on the ground toward first. I'm sure this is going to be a passing shower. I hope.
There's some people sitting in the first row going, I got the best seats in the house. I'm not leaving, and they're getting soaked.
And don't leave your suntan lotion behind.
Oh, my. It's crazy.
This is really strange.
Right? I had a friend one time said, why are you looking at me when you say that? I don't know who that was, but he was a friend. Still is.
I took it kind of personally. Probably with good reason. 2 balls and a strike on Ian Happ. Bush at second, Bregman at first. Now the rain coming down even heavier, and Happ takes inside. It's almost hailing.
Yeah, it's to the point where you almost got to stop the game and maybe not even put the tarp on the field. You're just like, I just wonder if you're like, can we give it 3 minutes and just stop for a few minutes in there and just see if we're all right?
Well, we like to be accurate with our reporting. We told you clear, beautiful skies overhead. And the 3-1 to Happ hit in the air to left center, converging are Schmidt and Gilbert. As the wind grabs it and starts to pull it back, Gilbert comes in and makes the catch to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, and some surprise.
Fastball at 102 on the outside edge.
8 strikeouts for Mizorowski.
7 innings, and it's scoreless.
The Yankees had an inning for the ages in the third. It was unbelievable.
13 runs on 11 hits.
Strikeout number 10. Leiter ties his career high. 5 2/3 scoreless. A great afternoon for the Rangers' young righty.
Oh my goodness. You want to say that this guy is back? He's more than back. He is absolutely on fire. Acuna strikes again.
His last 5 hits, all 5 homers.
Tracking it back towards the wall. It's by the pole. And Siri got it. He went up and got it. Took away a grand slam.
That's an outstanding saver of 4 runs.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes.
The snow, the summer humidity, your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy Fiber Cement Siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
When choosing a financial partner, you want people you trust. At Consumers Credit Union, you can trust they put you first. Partner with the people in your corner at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Top 2 at Wrigley Field. Cubs and Giants are scoreless. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, official partner of the Cubs, bringing the California coast to you wherever you are. Huh?
Jung-Hoo Lee will lead off as the rain continues to come down. Now, from where we are, I'm looking, and maybe it's right over our heads and we can't see it because of the ceiling, but I do not see any dangerous or rain clouds in the area above the ballpark, and yet it is pouring rain.
Well, everybody behind home plate has gone under, and no one in the bleachers has moved. It might not even be raining in the bleachers, and it's raining behind home plate. That might be the line of where it's kind of drawing, and it's stopping.
Jung-Hoo Lee, left-handed batter, will take high for a ball. These are large raindrops, too. 3-1 on Hoo Lee. Eldridge on deck, and then Chapman. Big Ben Brown brings it, and that ball is lifted to left, slicing foul and back out of play.
Defensive alignment, as always, it's sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment, material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Pete Armstrong in center field today, kind of leading the outfield. He's straight away, maybe a half step to the opposite field side against Lee.
Lee hitting .321. Here's a swing and a foul back out of play. Lee is his last name, and Jung-Hoo is all part of the first part of the name. Although I guess Hoo could be the middle name, Ron.
It could be. Jung-Hoo Lee.
Who's on first?
Yep.
3-2 on Jung-Hoo Lee.
We live that skid every day, you and I.
And the payoff pitch. Pulled on the ground sharply past first. The count remains full. I'm looking at Ben Brown's season ledger, though. He has been so consistent. He has not allowed more than 3 earned runs in any one of his appearances. He's lost 2 games to Milwaukee on May 19 and San Diego on April 27. Here's a fly ball to left over toward the line is Happ making the catch. And that's out number 1. But when you look at Ben Brown, Ron, it's just almost nothing but good outings and dominant outings.
Even from his very first one where he got put in the rotation on a short pitch limit, it was outstanding, and he has thrown the ball very well, and he's been extremely effective. Good fastball. He's had good command of his pitches, and his confidence now is soaring.
Eldridge takes down low for a ball. You mentioned the command. Isn't that almost always the major difference between a guy pitching successful ball and struggling?
Yep.
Here comes the 1-0, fouled away
And you can talk about that two different ways, right? There's command in the strike zone, and then there's losing command out of the zone or losing command in the zone. When you throw the ball right down the middle of the plate, it gets whacked around the ballpark. That's not having good command in the strike zone. Brownie has had good command in the strike zone.
Bouncer pulled foul right side. 1-2.
And now the sun's out and we're seeing shadows.
Fans start to return to their chairs. Lights have been on. And now the 1-2 from Brown to Eldridge. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high, hard one. Eldridge is out on strikes. First strikeout today for Ben Brown. 2 down, nobody on. Second inning, Matt Chapman is coming up. And strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Chapman had a big day yesterday, to say the least. 8 runs batted in. And he gets hit by the pitch. He got hit in the left arm. Chapman had a grand slam and a 3-run homer and a sacrifice fly as he walks slowly toward first base. So the hit by pitch puts a man on. 2 down, and the batter, Eric Haas.
Fastball inside. Chapman turns into it. It wasn't a knockdown pitch. He turned into it and got hit in the tricep.
And Eric Haas, the batter. No score, second inning. 2 down, a runner at first. Haas hitting .275. And the pitch to him is in there for a strike. One more game between these two teams. That'll be tomorrow night. A 7:30 ball game tomorrow.
Very odd start time for a Sunday game.
It's on NBC. NBC Peacock Network. Monday is an off day. The Cubs will be on the road in Colorado for 3 starting on Tuesday night. And then against these same Giants in Northern California starting next Friday night. In fact, for 2 solid weeks, the Cubs play only 2 teams, the Giants and the Rockies. 12 games total. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brown strikes out Haas. Giants don't score. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. 0-0 game on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Looking for the best team in the American League? You got to go to Tampa.
And the Rays have won another.
The Rays are cooking, and they're doing it with their own special recipe. It starts on the mound where Drew Rasmussen, Steven Matz, Nick Martinez, and Big Mac Shane McClanahan are holding it down.
And a big swing and miss. He got him with the hard stuff.
This rotation is just suffocating opposing hitters, pitching to a sub-3 ERA backed by a lights-out bullpen. At the disc, Junior Caminero is proving he's an elite middle-of-the-order masher.
And that one's gonna go. Home run, Caminero.
And don't sleep on Jonathan Aranda and Yandy Diaz bats either. Those 3 have combined to drive in more than 90 runs already this season. Playing in the same division as the Yankees, Tampa will need to maintain their momentum. Maybe even kick it up a notch. But this season's Rays seem to be up to any challenge.
Today.
Cooking with Clark, presented by Reynolds and Hefty, is back on select Cubs Family Sundays. The first tomorrow with 200 dessert samples after the demo. Head to Gallagher Way pregame. I might be a little late for the start of tomorrow's game because of that, my friends.
I like it, Z. So are you and Clark going to do some cooking tomorrow, too? Is that possible?
I'm not doing any cooking, but I'll be doing a lot of eating.
Okay, there you go. Don't forget you got friends in the booth now.
Zach, we'll expect a full report when you arrive.
And some cheesecake.
Seiya Suzuki leads off the bottom of the second inning and takes a strike.
Done and done.
Yeah.
Military man C.J. Seastat was honored. There's a military man honored every single home game. I think that goes on all over big league ball these days. Certainly at Wrigley, it's a very important thing and a patriotic thing, and especially on a day like today, Ron, D-Day.
Yeah.
82 years ago today. There's a high fly ball by Suzuki to right. It's going to be playable for Hu Lee, and that's going to be out number one. But just imagining how frightening that had to be on one of those boats over in Europe on D-Day. I know Yogi Berra was part of that.
My grandparents, my grandfathers were both. My grandfather was the second wave, and he got blown up, and he was brought to Scotland after he had to go to the hospital, and they brought him there, and that's where he met my grandmother, and they ended up coming to the States together. Yeah.
Nico Horn to the batter, and he'll take outside for a ball, 2-0. But 82 years ago, very famous day in American military history. And the 2-0 pitch, Nico takes a strike, 2-1. Nico cooling off a little bit here of late. Cubs could use a hot stretch from him. He's one of the team leaders. And he hits a line drive toward the middle, backhanded by Arise. What a play, and he throws to first to get him. That ball had base hit written all over it. Arise on the short hop backhand play, which is always a difficult maneuver. Made the play, did the reverse pivot, and got his man easily. Nice play.
Yeah, excellent play by Arise. And, you know, that's what happens when you're not going great. You hit a line drive bullet where you want to, and then a defender makes a great play. Nico keeps swinging like that and using the whole field that way like he did some yesterday or the day before. He's going to be all right.
Pedro Ramirez playing second base today for the Cubs, takes a strike.
Playing Ramirez way around towards left center field.
Here's a line drive base hit to right. A one-hopper between Arise and Devers on the right side of the diamond. It's a two-out single, and with Kelly up, what are the chances that Ramirez might try to steal a bag?
Yeah,
Ron?
you could let him try to take off and run. He runs pretty well. We will have to see kind of what Roop does on the mound as far as how quick he is to home plate. Feel Like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel Like a Bosch. I think in this ball game today, the Cubs are going to hit at least 2 home runs.
Kelly hits a chopper to a charging Chapman at third, gloves it, running through to first to get him. And that ends the inning. Cubs don't score, leave 1 after 2. Cubs nothing, Giants nothing on the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
For the first 2 months of the season, San Diego's dynamic showman, Fernando Tatis Jr., has experienced, well, let's just call it a power outage. One of the game's most electric players had gone 55 consecutive games and more than 200 at-bats without a home run. That all changed last Saturday against the Nats. In the top of the 5th, Tatis faked a bunt on the first pitch, but on the next pitch, he unleashed, like really unleashed, crushing the ball 451 feet.
Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr.
It was his longest home run since 2021 and capped a 6-game stretch in which he had 13 hits and raised his batting average by 24 points.
Enjoy the ride, Fernando.
With the home run monkey off his back, let's see if El Nino can turn the tide and add the power surge the Padres will need to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West.
Van Poppel starts his motion, stumbles, the ball gets away, and the runners move up. I think there's going to be a full moon tonight.
Green gives a great effort, goes back, leaps straight up above. Boy, a strange play right there.
Hunter at the wall, jumping, and it's out of here! Hunter had the ball, Gary, and his glove fell over the wall. Ground ball snapped to the mound. Foster throws to the plate. He thought the bases were loaded.
How do you like that? How do you like that?
Will it be on SportsCenter tonight? Bank on it.
Top of the third inning here at Wrigley Field. The Cubs and Giants are scoreless. Wind blowing from right to left at the moment here at the friendly confines. It's partly cloudy and 75 degrees. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees. Pat?
We got a note from a Chip Marshall of Glenview, Illinois, here at the ballpark today. His daughter, Grace Marshall, presented him with a birthday present. It says here the best birthday present money can buy, a Cubs game at Wrigley celebrating the 70th birthday for Chip Marshall. Gilbert leads off the third for the Giants, Drew Gilbert, and he takes outside for a ball. The daughter Grace enjoying the ball game, and I hope they both have a good time at Wrigley. It's hard not to have a good time here. Now, Zach and I had a very high-level discussion between innings. Now, I've been calling the right fielder Hu Lee because that's what I've got on my scorecard. Jung, first name, and then Hu Lee, who is not really a middle name. And Zach says, the right fielder's name is Lee. And I said, Zach, on my broadcast, he's Hu Lee. If you want to take away the who when you're working in the fifth inning, that's your business. So, Zach, I feel very strongly about it. I know you do, too.
Jung Hu has a last name of Lee. Who's in right is Lee.
So would you say Hu is a middle name?
Yeah, but it's kind of like Peter John, you know.
Excuse you?
How did John get in the picture? Here's a swing and a miss, strike three.
I thought we were talking about who?
Gilbert is out number one. But Zach feels like Hu Lee's description should just be, here's a fly ball to Lee. I think you're shortchanging him. I think he likes having the who in there.
Yeah, well, why would you put it on there if you don't like it?
No, I'm sticking with Hu Lee. And that's my final answer. Here's the pitch to Casey Schmidt. Taken for a strike, 0-1.
But there's no hyphen. Like Pete Crow Armstrong, we call him Crow Armstrong because there's a hyphen between the Crow and the Armstrong, right?
Last time I checked, yes. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Casey Schmidt. Schmidt flied to right his first time. And the pitch chopped foul. So, you know, Pete Crow Armstrong, you have some options there. I think a lot of fans know him as PCA or Pete.
Yep.
Or Crow Armstrong. So you got a lot of options there.
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't just call him Armstrong. Just like you wouldn't call him just Lee. And I rest my case after that strategy. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Ben Brown to Schmidt, and it's outside in the count 1-2.
The third inning is brought to you by Consumers Credit Union. I'll fix this. The people in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go, and we need some standing up right now, folks.
And the 1-2 bouncing ball toward the middle, moving to his left is Horner, gloves it, running through to first in time. Nico playing shortstop today. Dansby Swanson not in the lineup. Nico has played a lot of shortstop. And he made that play look routine. 2 down, and the batter, Rafael Devers.
Yeah, Nico was a collegiate shortstop at Stanford. That's how he was drafted, and he has played both in the minor leagues. A little time he spent in the minor leagues, that is.
And the pitch to Devers is down low. I remember when he joined the Cubs late during a season. And I want to say, was Joe Madden still here?
I think
that time?
wasn't that the playoffs, or right going into trying to get to the playoffs?
Late
right?
in the year, we were in San Diego, and he had like 3 hits in his first game and drove in about 4 runs. And he acted like it was no big deal. He was making his big league debut in a pennant race for a major market team like the Cubs, and he hasn't slowed down since.
Yeah.
But he fit right in. That's what I remember, Ron. He just immediately was making plays, getting clutch hits, and like, I belong here.
Yep. And he has done it ever since. Gold Glover here for the Cubs at second base.
Now Devers waiting for the 3-0, and he'll take high for ball 4. It's a 2-out walk, and the batter Luis Arraez.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
We're going to pause for a station ID after this first pitch to a Luis Arraez. Left-handed batter had a single his first time. And the pitch high, 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams. We are 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR-FM and HD1 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Arraez taking all the way. It's a strike, 1-1. This guy hits as many line drives on a percentage basis as just about any hitter you'll see in the big leagues.
Yeah. There is no doubt about that.
The 1-1, and he'll take outside.
He's got a very short swing from the time his hands start moving forward to contact, but then the barrel stays in the hitting zone a long time. And he is on time almost every at bat. There you go.
He drives one toward left center. This is playable for Crow Armstrong. He's got it. And the Giants do not score in the 3rd inning. They leave one, middle of the 3rd, 0-0 game. Cubs and Giants on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
Hurley's had a good day. 2 hits for him. Swing and a drive. Belted right. Burley admires that one. She is long gone. Is it too early to say, holy cow? I think it is right on time. The Cardinals strike again. Tucson with 2 strikes. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
What a 6th inning.
Goosebump moment here at the ballpark for everybody.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Appliance.com for full details.
Pete Crow Armstrong's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Pete Crow Armstrong will lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Swings and misses. First pitch from Landon Roop. Each team with a hit, neither team with a run. Cincinnati and the Cardinals tied at 3. They're in Missouri in the 3rd inning. PCA fly to right in the 1st. Trying to crank up a Cubs rally. He'll take strike 2 called, 0-2. Pete with a 10-game hitting streak. And he'll chop one foul right side.
He's just doing a much better job here as of late of recognition, pitch recognition. You know, he's not chasing nearly as much, and we all chase some. You know, every hitter's going to chase some balls out of the zone.
Line drive toward the hole at short. Long throw, not nearly in time. Adames made the backhand stop. Knew he had to hurry with Pete Crow Armstrong running. He made a jump off-balance throw. Couldn't get much on the throw, and it was not nearly in time. It's an infield single for PCA.
Good at bat for Pete, going the other way on an off-speed pitch and shooting it in the hole. Great play by Adames. Endeavors to even make this play close. Adames with the jump throw. Endeavors fully stretched to the ground, making a pick on a low throw. Pete just outran the play, but that's just good baseball all the way around the board.
11 consecutive games now for Pete Crow Armstrong. Michael Conforto, the batter. He'll take a strike. Conforto getting a start as the DH today.
Big lead by Pete.
Not running. And the next offering is in there for a strike. Roop is throwing a lot of strikes. Well, would that change your approach as a hitter, watching that, thinking, I'm going to go up ready to hit?
I'm swinging. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's been his issue. If he's throwing strikes, they're good hittable strikes in the middle of the zone. So if that's the case, I'm ready to hit.
Pete's got his lead at first. Not running. Conforto takes just upstairs in the count 1-2.
Roop fairly quick, Pat, to home plate. He's not quite slide stepping, which is your front foot comes up off the ground and goes straight towards home, but he's pretty quick.
Throw to first, diving back in PCA.
And quickly what that means is what you look for is you look for times for a pitcher going to home plate and what the catcher's time is catching the ball and throwing the second. And that gives you kind of that.
Here's a chopper back to the mound. The throw goes to second in time, and the throw to first in time for a double play. I was a little surprised to see Roop go to second because Pete got a good jump. It was a close play. Crow Armstrong out on a very close play at second, and then the shortstop Adames rifled to first to double up Conforto.
Yeah, Roop, you know, you got to tip your hat to him because he comes off the mound, fields this ball, and you know Pete's at first. He's the fastest guy on the Cubs, and he throws a strike to second base and gets Pete by half a step, and then it turns into a double play.
Michael Busch, the batter, he'll take a strike.
Giants showing some pretty good defense here in this inning.
They really have. That was turned very quickly. 2 down, nobody on. Busch had a base on balls in the first. Let's see if Michael can get a hold of one here. And he'll check his swing and foul it back. Seems like just about every hitter is either 0-2 or 1-2 against Landon Roop. Big crowd at Wrigley ready to make some noise today. Lights are still on, having only a minimal effect, I would say. And the 0-2. Busch swings and misses, strike 3. Cubs do nothing. We go to the 4th inning. No score. Cubs and Giants on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, is it straight protein?
Yeah.
There's another ball. It scoots over near the Phillies dugout, and this ball is going to it stays on the lip, and Schmidt's going to try to come home. Nobody's covering. Oh my goodness. The New York Mets flat fell asleep. No one covered home. I have never in my life seen that.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Zone with a 451-foot solo home run. Mariners leading the Tigers 4-0 in the top of the 7th.
We go to the 4th inning here, Zach. Willie Adames takes a strike. What else you got?
Carter Jensen with a leadoff home run for Kansas City. Royals on top of the Twins, 1-0, top of the 4th.
Ben Brown coming back to Adames. Fastball is high.
Bottom 3 in St. Louis. Reds and Cardinals are tied at 3, and one other game currently going on. The Orioles and Blue Jays underway in Toronto, scoreless in the 1st.
Time to make our attendance picks in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking as Adames bangs it foul over toward the Giants dugout. I'll go ahead and get us started. 38,883. Nice palindromic first guess. Little looper into shallow center. Right there is Pete Crow Armstrong to make the catch. One down, and the batter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
First out, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. And I will make my guess. I will say 39,200.
Lee flied to left his first time. He'll take outside for a ball.
I'll go 39,500.
Lee hitting .321 at game time. And he'll take inside for a ball.
And our engineer, Nick Hepner, is going to go 39,001.
So you added 1 to the 39,000. Here's a pitch in there for a called strike, 2-1.
The N1.
And the 2-1 pitch on the way. It's up high and outside, 3-1 to Jung-Hoo Lee. Browns' last outing, a win against St. Louis. Back on the 30th of May. That was in St. Louis. There's a drive toward left field, playable for Happ, almost in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Interesting run. I'm looking at the score book. There have been 7 fly ball outs against Ben Brown and only 1 ground ball out. What do you make of that?
I think they're going on the attack, and Brownie likes the high fastball. So in theory, they're going to try to lay off the knuckle curve low and be on the attack high with the high fastball. And if he throws the breaking ball up, they're swinging, and that's where you get the fly ball.
Brown's pitch to Eldridge is down low. Eldridge, a strikeout victim his first time. Scoreless game. We're in the 4th inning. Here's a high fly ball, shallow left. Racing over toward the line is Happ. And he's right on the line in foul territory now, making the catch in short left field to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Brown rolling along. We go to the bottom of the.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
I'm hoping we talk about a winner as Mason Wynn unleashes the stretch and in time. And the arm, the equalizer. Berger out by an eighth of a step for a big first out.
Oh no! Get out of here! Back to back to back!
You gotta be kidding me. Where did this come from? 4-0 Miami.
Fly ball center field. Hill and Antonacci converging. It's Antonacci with the diving play. This kid is turning into something special in left field.
The Reds win! Blake Dunn delivers, tossing his helmet to the heavens. The Reds roar back from down 3-0.
Kyle Harrison, outstanding once again tonight with the 12 punch-outs.
Picks up his 7th win of the season. Matched a career high with those 12 strikeouts.
Dial Pound Law, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs, Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Let's see if Alex Bregman can crank up a Cubs rally as he'll lead off the bottom of this 4th inning. He'll take a strike from the side-arming right-hander Landon Roop. Here comes the 0-1 from Roop. Breaking ball just missing. Cubs trying to even up this series. Giants winning 18-3 yesterday. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. Looking at some of the other games last night, Milwaukee winning in 10 innings in Colorado. Here's a pitch outside for a ball. Now, the strange thing, Milwaukee trailed 3-1 after 8 innings. They got 4 in the 9th. Colorado got 2 in the bottom of the 9th to tie it and send it into 10 innings. And then the Brewers got 4 in the 10th inning. Final score 9-7 in 10, which is a strange score considering it was 3-1 after 8 innings.
Right.
There's a foul drive down the right field line, out of play.
Yeah, that is a very odd score after a really good pitcher's duel.
Sure. I looked twice at the box score, Ron. The Brewers got 4 in the 9th and 4 in the 10th. I don't know if I've ever seen that combo before. Here's a smash on the ground to third, gloved by Chapman. Long throw and a good throw to get him, and that's out number 1.
Ball hit sharply, but right at Chapman. Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday, 2 to 6. 104-3 the score in the Odyssey app.
Milwaukee leading the division by 5 full games over St. Louis, 5.5 over the Pirates, 6.5 over the Cubs, 7.5 over Cincinnati.
Milwaukee having another good stretch. There's, I was looking at, kind of the league standings and who's done what, and they're 7-3 in their last 10.
Seems like they're always in that area.
Yeah.
The entire division is at or above 500 as Happ spins away from an inside pitch, 2-0. No score, bottom of the 4th. One away and nobody on the pitch to Ian. And he'll look at a strike here, 2-1. Roop, a very quick worker, comes back, and Happ will take low and inside. Didn't miss by much. 3-1. The rain has stopped. The sun is shining again. Lights are still on. Happ pokes it foul deep to left, out of play. Now, why would the lights be on at this moment, Ron? I'm curious.
Well, I think they turned them on knowing we were going to get a little rain and how dark it could get. So, but I really think here at Wrigley they turn them on a lot for the day games. I'm not quite sure why, but maybe the changing weather we get all the time here that we've seen in this game. might be a factor.
Roop with a brand new ball. The payoff pitch to Happ. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Landon Roop. 2 down, nobody on, and Seiya Suzuki coming up.
Little up and in cutter to Ian. Tied him up.
Wind blowing in from right and right center, it would appear. It's going to be hard to homer in the middle of the diamond in these current conditions. Seiya swings and nubs it foul over toward the first base dugout area. Cubs have 2 hits. Giants have just 1 against Ben Brown. Now the 0-1 to Seiya. And that missed apparently a little bit low.
1-1. Both pitchers have been on the attack. Pitchers throwing strikes. And both guys have done their job so far in the first, early going in this game.
Curveball missing by a wide margin. 2 balls and a strike. Roop kind of upset with himself for missing by that much. Big strong right-hander comes back 2-1. Ground ball toward the middle. Adames gloves it, spins. 1 hop throw to first to get him. Nice play by Willie Adames, robbing Suzuki of a base hit. Zach Zaidman will join Ron Coomer in a moment. We've gone 4 innings. 0-0 game.
Now is O'Neill Cruz, the 3-1 pitch. High fly ball to right field. Look at this blast. This Cruz missile's headed toward the Allegheny. Oh, baby. Number 12 for O'Neill Cruz, a no-doubter. O'Neill Cruz centered that pitch. 450-foot monster blast. 111 exit velo.
My goodness, does he hit the ball hard.
That ball was nuked. Absolutely nuked.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, sir. Is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Bedford Park offers a safe and reliable Lake Michigan water supply. Visit villageofbedfordpark.com.
Pitchers duel here at Wrigley Field. Scoreless game as we begin the top half of the 5th inning. Cubs and Giants, the middle game of a 3-game set. Ben Brown on the hill for the Cubs. Matt Chapman at the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch. And Chapman looks at a ball up high. A fastball clocked at 96 miles per hour. Chapman had that monster game yesterday with a pair of home runs and a career-high 8 runs batted in. The 1-0 is high as now the Cubs will challenge this. So we'll take a look at the replay monitor. And it clipped the zone. Good challenge.
Calls overturned. Chicago has 2 challenges remaining.
By Carson Kelly, right at the top along the outside edge. 1-1 the count. We've talked about this often, Coon, but Kelly just has a great eye for that stuff behind the plate.
He has done an excellent job with his challenges and also when to use them.
The pitch is inside, 2-1.
You know, we're getting into the middle of the game now, so now you've got more of a tendency to use the challenges as opposed to taking a risk and burning one early in the game like San Francisco did in the very first inning.
Chapman a check swing at a pitch off the outside. It's 3-1. He did not offer.
Challenges, they're sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. All the ball strike challenges in our games.
The 3-1 delivery. Chapman looks at a strike, slow-moving knuckle curve.
That's the difference between Ben Brown now, today, than maybe the first early part of the season. You have a confident young pitcher on the mound against a guy who had 2 bombs yesterday and drove an 8. 3-1, instead of it being a fastball, I can throw the knuckle curve for a strike. And he did.
Chapman fouls that last pitch back as Brown doubled up on the knuckle curve, 3-2.
It's great. You know, and you see this, Zach. You know, this is nothing new to you. But in sport, when you see a young guy getting a chance, for whatever reason that is, and they really take the opportunity and run with it.
Pulled foul off to the left. Count remains 3-2 on Chapman.
And Brownie did not make the rotation out of spring. You know, he pitched his starter in spring training and then did not, you know, and Cubs had some injuries. Okay, we're going to give you a shot here to start. And he has absolutely run with it.
The 3-2. And excuse me, check swing, foul ball off to the right. So they'll do it again. I thought it was interesting hearing Craig Counsell talk about Ben Brown's progression as a pitcher. At the end of last year, Brown was frustrated with himself. So he basically came up with a plan, shared it with the Cubs. They liked what they heard from Brown. As he gets ready to deliver the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Brown gets Chapman. With a fastball clocked at 96 miles per hour. It was a little high, but Chapman chased. One down here in the top of the 5th, scoreless game. But Brown came to the Cubs and basically said, I know I have to add more pitches. I'm going back home to Nashville. I'm going to work with big leaguer Clay Holmes, now with the Mets. And he added a sinking fastball as Eric Haas digs in the pitch. Off the outside, 1-0, and added a changeup to the mix. He already had that slow-moving knuckle curveball and that blazing four-seamer. But now, when you're a hitter in the box, you can't guess. Here's the 1-0.
Well, you can't guess on just 2 pitches. So you still can look for a pitch, but he's got a repertoire now. He doesn't have 2 pitches and one or the other. And if one's not working that day, you're in trouble.
Right.
You know, and that's part of it. The other thing that really stands out to me in listening to what you're saying, and we both heard this, you know, early in spring, and we've talked about this a few times, maybe not on the air, but there's an accountability factor, right? When you look in the mirror and you don't necessarily like the way you're performing as a young guy, and you go to your team and say, it's on me, not on you, it's not on, you're not pointing a finger.
Haas goes around at a pitch off the outside, 2-2, Coon.
It goes a long way. Even if, you know, they don't totally like your plan, but you have a plan. You have something, and if you're convinced this is going to make me a lot better, boy, when you feel that in your own heart, you're going to perform better. You just are, and Brownie has taken this opportunity and really run with it.
The 2-2. Haas pounds one on the ground to the left, fielded by Bregman. Sidearm throw to first, in time to get the hustling catcher 2 away.
And now you're looking at a complete big league pitcher. Now, it's still early. He's only had this as, his 6th straight start now without a bullpen appearance. But, you know, you can't knock his success here lately. How about the game he threw just his last outing against St. Louis?
Yeah, 7 innings of 1-run ball, scattered 3 hits, struck out 6 in that game. Drew Gilbert at the plate, left-handed batter, and he looks at a knuckle curve low.
The other stat to go along with what you're saying, the walk number in that game, 1. 6 punch-outs, 1 walk.
You know, you often talk about hitters having to be aggressive at the plate. Brown's aggressive on the mound, the 1-0.
Yeah.
Is a called strike right at the top of the zone, a fastball, 1-1. And it's worked for him.
Absolutely. First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity, reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Now the 1-1. Gilbert looks at strike 2, another fastball, 96 miles per hour from Brown. Right at the bottom of the zone on the outside edge.
Yeah, good location. Down and away. Coming in live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Brown works on the first base side of the rubber. He sets above the belt. High leg kick and pitch. That one is low and inside, 2-2. And the thing is, Brown was performing at a high level coming out of the bullpen before he got the nod to return to the starting rotation once the injuries hit. Which means he accepted his role out of spring training, didn't pout, knew what he had to do. Look at him now. Here's the 2-2. Gilbert swings and misses. Strike 3 as Brown gets him with a slow-moving knuckle curveball. The Giants go down in order in the top of the 5th. Middle 5, still scoreless. Cubs and San Francisco on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
There's a fastball. There's a flying bat. It's a high toss. And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
JamesHardy.com.
Monday, June 29th is University of Notre Dame night. Fans who purchase tickets through Cubs.com/specials will receive a special edition New Era Cubs and Notre Dame cap. Nico Horner digs in, bottom 5. He looks at a breaking ball off the inside. 1-0 the count. Scoreless game, Cubs and Giants here in the last of the 5th. Horner was robbed of a base hit by a nice sliding stop by Luis Arraez at second in his first at-bat. That last pitch was called a strike.
Batter's challenge.
But Nico Horner is going to challenge this. It was near the bottom of the zone. Let's take a look at the replay here on the big video board in left. And it's low. Good eye by Nico.
Chicago has 2 challenges remaining.
Very good challenge. Challenges are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. All ball strike challenges.
So 2-0 the count now with Nico at the plate. Landon Roop, right-hander on the mound. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Sinking fastball, 93 miles per hour, 2-1. Nico trying to get going. Hitting around 200 over his last 15 games. Greg Counsell trying to spark the lineup. We've seen a whole bunch of different combinations. Nico in the number 7 hole. Ground ball hit to third. Backing up, fielding belt high. Chapman his throw to first in time. 1 away.
Now that's good 2-seam. He's got a really good running fastball. And he gives you that 3/4 delivery, and it just comes boring in. And if you think you're on it on the inner half, and the next thing you know, it gets to the hitting zone, and it's might even be in off the plate. It just jammed Nico, and he hit that little 2-hopper to Chapman at third.
Here's Pedro Ramirez, singled his first time up. The pitch. That's a strike. Fastball, 94 miles per hour from Roop. Ramirez, a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the right-hander Roop, who works on the first base side of the rubber. He whirls and deals. And Ramirez looks at a ball up high. 1-1. Chapman playing in wide of third, but nearly halfway between second and third. The pitch is in there for strike 2. That was a cutter.
And a little back door. He drops down and gives you that pitch. It starts out way off the plate away, and by the time it gets to the hitting zone, it's just catching the outer half.
Ramirez waits for the 1-2. Here it comes. And that one misses. Fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. It's a little high off the outside.
Well, we had rain just an hour ago. Now you'd never know it rained, and it's just a gorgeous sunny day.
Ramirez swings, and it's a high fly ball deep left. Schmidt underneath it, angling toward the corner, makes the catch short of the track. As Ramirez flies out, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As you like to say, welcome to Chicago.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Ramirez hits this ball well to left, but it gets up, hits it high and deep, and the wind kind of grabs it. Smith catches this ball about 1 step in front of the track in the well down that left field line area.
So here is Carson Kelly hitting 9th today. Grounded out his first time up. Still scoreless. Cubs and Giants here in the 5th. Kelly looks at a first pitch strike from Roop. A sinking fastball, 0-1. Right at the bottom of the zone on the inner half. The next pitch is another called strike. That time a breaking ball, 0-2.
He hadn't thrown a lot of curveballs in this game for strikes that I've noticed. But that was probably the best one he threw. After the 2-seamer for strike 1, then he throws a pitch at Kelly, buckles him a little bit, and it breaks over the inside corner.
Kelly looks at a ball up high, 1-2, a fastball that missed. Wind blowing in, as it has nearly all game. Roop kicks and fires. Way outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, but the wind's blowing in, but it's not blowing in where it's going to really affect the game. It's maybe, a few feet on a high, deep drive, but not like it can at Wrigley Field.
The 2-2. Off the outside, Kelly has worked a full count.
You hit a ball well to the outfield, and you hit a ball that would be a home run. Normally, it's going to be a homer. You may lose a foot or 2, but not much.
Yeah, it's a 7-mile-per-hour wind.
We've seen it where the wind is as much a part of the game plan as anything else.
Ground ball back at third, backhanded by Chapman from foul territory. The throw across in time to get Kelly. What a play by Chapman with that rifle arm at third. Cubs go down in order here in the 5th. Scoreless game. Cubs and Giants on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Dansby Swanson. Pat and Rob.
I am still in shock. I don't know if I've ever seen this.
I've never seen it on the big league level. Never seen it in my 22 years where the opposing ball club comes out to help the grounds crew.
They're getting drenched.
A few of them are even carrying sandbags around.
Shane Victorino's running around. He's yelling out directions, and the crowd giving the Phillies a big round of applause.
Abrams will have to range far to his right.
What a play.
And a baby, a dive there by Red Grisham.
Here comes Marsh, and he makes the sliding grab.
Pitcher placed it on the backhand glove, flip to first, he got him. Oh, what a play by Cameron.
Nice play.
Dylan Cruz lays out in right field.
He got him by a full step.
What a fine play and a perfect throw from Zach Short.
It's Antonacci with the diving play.
That's the deep safety going straight away for the pick.
Dive and makes the catch rolling over.
Mason to his knees. Crow hops in a strike. Good play. Unleashes the stretch, and in time. Another great play by Mason Wynn. And Ian makes a sliding catch. He slides, dives, and makes the catch.
Isak with a snag and walk for...
And 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, professional installation, and of course, the lowest prices every day on top brands like Samsung. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Ben Brown has allowed 1 hit through 5 innings, no runs. It's a scoreless game. The Giants got a base hit from Luis Ariz in the very first inning. And that's their only hit. They had 1 other base runner, Devers, walking in the 3rd. Actually, Chapman hit by a pitch in the second inning, but Brown has been razor sharp. 5 shutout innings of 1 hit ball. Casey Schmidt, the leadoff batter, will take a strike. 0-1. That's what Ben's been doing all day long, Ron, getting ahead in the count.
It has. See what's on tap here in the 6th inning, sponsored by Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer, and that is exactly it. It's been strike 1, strike 2.
Same can be said of Lyndon Roop, the Giants pitcher. Kind of an old-fashioned pitcher's duel here today. Cubs have 2 hits, Giants have 1. Here comes the next offering, and that's going to be a little bit high and inside. Schmidt flied out and grounded out in this game. Devers and a rise to follow. Here comes the 2-1, and that's high for ball 3. Take a look at a little baseball history as we move along here in the 6th inning. Here comes the 3-1 now, and it's bounced toward third and foul. Eddie Collins of the White Sox, 1925, at the age of 38, became the 6th big leaguer to have 3,000 hits, and he did it in style. Run a double against future Hall of Famer Walter Johnson.
Wow, how about that?
And now the 3-2 pitch on the way. Fouled away off to the right. Now this next item, it's 1918, involving Casey Stengel. There's always a little doubt in my mind whether it's a story or if it's an actual factual event.
Casey Stengel wouldn't have done something like that, right? He had a story.
Yes, he would have. There's a fly ball to center, coming in and diving now for the catch is Pete Crow Armstrong. That ball, I think, was dancing in the wind, and it started to dive down, and Pete had to slide and make the catch inches off the grass. Good play by Pete.
Yeah, he comes in, and I think this play might have fooled him a little, but he comes in and makes a sliding catch. Don't know if he got a really good read on that ball, but Counsell coming out, and that's going to be the end of the day for Brownie. What an outing, Patrick.
Another shutout performance, 5 1/3. He will leave. He gets a nice ovation from the fans and his teammates.
So an MVP level full season for Jordan, the way he's performed against the Texas Rangers.
This ball hit the center field straight away. Evan Carter back. He's done it again. Give him 9. Second time through the lineup. Give him 19 on the season. It's hard to describe Jordan Alvarez. We're tied at 2 on a blast to straightaway center.
Yeah, he's gone freak mode again. He has the talent and the knowledge to go together, and that's what makes him a lethal hitter. 19th home run of the season is tied for first with Viracani.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Top of the 6th inning, 1 out. Caleb Thielbar entering the game. And Pat, we got to, since this is kind of our Yuengling 6, what's on tap here at the ballpark from Flight by Yuengling? John Sheehan, who is a regional manager for this area here in Chicago, for Yuengling, as that pitch is swung on a miss by Devers from Thielbar. They have 60 people here at the ball game today, and they call it the Rondani Rama extravaganza here at the ballpark with 60 of their family members. So cheers. I know a place where you can get some Flight by Yuengling after the game if you need it. And we're going to put it on the Yuengling tab. That's very good. So we appreciate you guys being here. I know you're having a fun day here at Wrigley Field in this sunshine.
And thanks for being a great sponsor as well.
Absolutely.
Yuengling.
Yeah.
Would a group of them be known as Yuenglingers?
It's awfully personal.
1-2 on Rafael Devers. Deep drive to right. Trouble. Back is Suzuki at the wall. Home run. Rafael Devers greeting Caleb Thielbar with a home run to straightaway right. And the Giants take a 1-0 lead here in the 6th inning. Gone by plenty. Devers 8th of the year. And they're on top 1-0 here in the 6th.
Now it's the fastball. They want it down and away, and it ends up and in. Thielbar knew it. As soon as it was hit, so did Devers. Goes out 6 or 8 rows deep in straight right field.
Devers now with 32 RBIs. The batter is Luis Arraez. Arraez is 1 for 2. And he'll take outside. He had the only hit against Ben Brown, a first inning single into right. Getting back to Casey Stengel, this date in 1918. Now this is kind of funny. Casey Stengel in his first at-bat at Ebbets Field since being traded by the Dodgers in the offseason. Casey Stengel in the batter's box called time, stepped out of the box, and tipped his hat, allowing a bird to fly out, much to the amazement and amusement of the fans. He had the bird under his hat.
Okay.
I suppose it's true.
Can I ask one simple question? Why?
Just because he was Casey?
Yeah, and enough said. Yeah, all you got to do is read about him.
He danced to the beat of a different drummer.
Yeah.
Here is a swing and a miss, strike 3, and Arraez is out number 2. But it would have been an amazing thing to see. 1941, the New York Giants became the first team to wear protective headgear as they donned plastic helmets in a game against the Pirates. It's hard to imagine games without helmets.
Yeah.
As hard as big league pitchers throw, here's a curveball in there for a strike to Willie Adames.
Well, and then I remember just as I was a kid growing up, like the tail end where not everybody wore a helmet, but they wore that insert in the hat, right?
Sure.
Right? Remember that? I knew you'd remember that. I think Willie Mays wore that for the longest time before he went to the kind of the catcher's helmet with no ear flap.
I think a lot of guys did back in the day, Ron. Off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-2 on Willie Adames. Yeah, I remember they would run the bases. Sometimes the hat would fly off and you'd see that protective apparatus on the ground. Eddie Murray, 1992, drove in 2 runs in a game. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. But the Giants score first. A home run by Rafael Devers. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Giants 1, Cubs 9.
Diving stop at second, Rojas.
Dodger infield tonight, sparkling.
Feeling for the wall, and he got it! Nice play by Christopher Morel, crashing on the bunt. What a play in left by Antonacci. Got the wall, jumps, and he makes the catch, crashes into the fence.
Sharply hit, diving stop, Paredes gets up, fires.
Carter Jensen dives! Wow, what a play!
Caught by McGonigal at third, wow.
Sliding catch!
Joe does it again, he's saving runs everywhere you put him.
Makes the running catch, terrific catch by A.J. Ewing. Glides, gloves, spins, fires, what a play! What a play!
Well, that glove can play.
Dives, whoa, what a catch! Adolis Garcia with a diving grab. Run down by Crow Armstrong! Wow! spin and a throw to get Real Muto. That was fancy. Liner, but there's De La Cruz.
Naylor able to snare it. Woo to the bag. He just took a hit away.
I'm Jonathan Mayer, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Schedule your free fitting at Suits2020.com.
Pete Crow Armstrong on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
All right, Zach, let's see if the Cubs can answer back now. The Giants lead by a run. Pete Crow Armstrong drives one in the air to right. Down the line, curling and going foul. He gave it a long ride, but it was fouled by about 30 feet.
It had the sound coming off the bat. There's no, you recognize that sound immediately, but he hooked it foul.
Landon Roop still on the mound for the Giants. Has given up 2 hits all day. Pete swings and fouls it back. He's mad at himself for not making contact on that pitch.
Pete has a hit in the third, an infield hit. He shot a 1-2 pitch, a breaking ball away in the hole. Adames made a great play, so did Devers, but Pete just outran the play for one of the Cubs' only hits, as you mentioned, Pat.
Right now, he just wants to try to get on and get a little rally started. Cubs are down by a run. Pete drives one in the air to right. Going back is Hu Lee. That ball's got a chance. Gone. PCA with a home run to right. Ball game tied 1-1.
There's a rally. You could have said that in the second or third, partner. Pete on an 0-2 pitch gets a pitch up and in. And you said it right before the pitch before. He was upset he didn't hit the pitch before. This ball starts out at Pete's front hip, but it ends up leaking into the middle of the plate. He hit it halfway up the bleachers and right, tie game.
Number 10 for Pete. His second hit of the day. And this ball game is back to even, tied at 1. Nobody out and a run in, and the crowd is now alive. Conforto will take a strike, and the count 1-1. Bush on deck, and then Bregman. Sometimes that first run is the toughest one to get all day long.
Now you get a tie ball game. Let's see if Cubs can keep it rolling here.
Down low for a ball. Even an amateur ball run, whenever one of your teammates drives in the first run, it seemed to relax everyone. I know it relaxed me. It's like, okay, now we're on the board. We know we can score against that guy.
That's right. We're good. Yep, I would agree.
Now the 2-1, low and outside, 3-1. Let's see if he gets something to hit here. Outfield deep and straight away. And Conforto swings and misses. Get crossed up on an off-speed pitch. 3-2.
3-1 changeup. He's got a good one, too. It comes out looking like a fastball. Same action, just about 10 miles an hour slower.
The big right-hander comes back. And there's a breaking ball low for ball 4. A homer and now a walk. The Giant bullpen undoubtedly will get busy.
Yeah, Roop had 87 pitches now in the game, so his day is getting close to being over. We have not seen that anybody is warming up in the pen, so That's kind of odd. At this pitch count, now we see somebody is in there. Caleb Killian, a right-hander, is just getting warmed up.
Former Cub Caleb Killian. Yeah. Justin Meckage is the pitching coach for the Giants, and he just made a trip to the mound. A run in, a man at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning, game tied at 1. And here's Michael Busch. Conforto has a pretty good lead at first. And Busch will take off the inside. The catcher Haas bluffing a throw toward first. Conforto not a real adventuresome base runner. I was a little surprised to see him have such a nice lead. And the next offering, outside ball 1. Walks to Cubs batter, sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Remember, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. The 1-1 to Busch. Michael swings and misses out in front of an off-speed pitch. Each team with a homer in the inning. Devers for the Giants. Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubs, the men who hit the home runs. Conforto at first, still nobody out. And now Busch will take outside, 2-2. Jacob Webb starts to throw in the Cub bullpen.
Yeah, I would guess he will start the top of the 7th. I'd like to see him start with a lead.
Conforto runs, had a big jump and steals second base. The ball gets away from the catcher Haas, but Conforto had already slid at second and has to hold there. I think Haas, in receiving the pitch, was going to try to throw it and lost control of the ball, and it rolled behind him, something you don't see very often in that exact manner. It's a stolen base for Conforto, who had an enormous jump. And now a man at second with nobody out. And Busch swings and misses, strike 3. 1 down.
3-2 changeup. Bushy with a big swing just a little early as the bottom kind of drops out of that change right in the middle of the plate. Might have been just a touch low.
Let's see if Alex Bregman can drive in the go-ahead run. Cubs never led yesterday.
Dead stolen base by Conforto. Stolen base is sponsored by Turo Tire. Chicago's hometown tire. Get called safe with Turo Tires. Find yours at Turo.com.
Bregman has walked and bounced out. The pitch by Roop. Lined foul down the left field line, out of play. Now the 1-1. Bregman would like to add to his RBI total, which stands at 19. Conforto away from second. Roop set and fires. The pitch fouled away. I've noticed Ron Roop, when he comes set, does not always look back to see where the runner is, which is kind of odd.
Yeah, he does on occasion, and that's almost as effective as not looking back at all. I mean, as looking back every time. The runner doesn't know what you're going to do.
Pop-up foul over toward the first base dugout area and back out of play.
The whole key in that is not doing the same thing over and over, right? That's the whole key. If you change things up regularly, the amount of time you set and hold the ball, the looks, look twice sometimes, then don't look at all. Just to confuse the runner at second.
Roop works over on the first base side of the rubber. Big right-hander set and brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Bregman is out, number 2. Before Happ steps in, we step away 10 for ID on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
We are going to have a pitching change here, it would appear. Caleb Killian throwing in the Giant bullpen. Manager Tony Vitello is out to make the change. And for pitching changes by the opposition, those are sponsored by
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow. Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
Caleb Killian is the new Giants pitcher. Former Cub right-hander. See how Killian has done this year. 26 games. He's actually saved 4 games in his 5 save chances. All of his appearances have been in the bullpen. 2 wins, 3 losses, and an ERA of 3.5, so he's done pretty well. Right now, the go-ahead run at second base, 2 down for Ian Happ. Batting left-handed. Happ will take inside from Killian.
One thing we know about Killian, when he was a young guy trying to break into the big leagues and had his issues with the Cubs with command, he throws very hard.
Pitch to Happ, off speed, outside, ball 2. Michael Conforto, the runner at second base. Cubs trying to get their first lead of the series. And the 2-0. And Happ drives one in the air to right, but he did not get all of it. Down the line toward foul territory. That ball is going to be fouled and out of play. It may have landed on the top of the side wall and then took a kangaroo bounce and was out of play. When it first left his bat, I thought it would be playable.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a routine out. Then the wind got a hold of it and pushed it towards the sidewall. And then it ended up, you know, for a first baseman running that far down the line, you just don't know where you're at exactly on the field. And Devers couldn't make a play on that ball.
Happ trying to drive in the go-ahead tally. The 2-1 pitch. Ian takes low and inside. 3-1. Ian's been a good RBI man of late. And a lot of clutch hits. Cubs could use one right now. And this crowd would love it. The 3-1. Happ takes down low, ball 4.
I got to say, with Killian on the mound pitching here at Wrigley, I think you've got to be very patient and see if he's going to throw strikes, Pat. He had major issues a few years back throwing strikes. And, you know, I just think you got to make sure he's going to get the ball in the zone regularly before you get too aggressive swinging the bat.
Suzuki, the batter. Seiya hits a ground ball. Diving, knocked down by Adames. No play. It's an infield hit. The shortstop saved a run, though, by diving to keep the ball on the outfield grass. Good play by the shortstop. Otherwise, that would have been an RBI single. But Adames, diving to knock the ball down, saved a run. It loads the bags now. It's a base hit for Suzuki, and Nico Hoerner is batting.
Boy, now you got a guy that sprays the ball all over the field. His last at bat hit a bullet to Arise at second.
And Nico takes down low. How aggressive is Nico here, Ron?
I think you've got to make him throw a strike first. He's got to be able to pitch in the zone before I would be overly aggressive with the bases loaded.
Runners leading at every station. Ball game tied at 1. And Nico drives one toward right center. On the run is Hooley. The right fielder makes the catch to end the inning. The Cubs get a home run from Pete Crow Armstrong.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Painters, you're partnering with trusted local professionals with over 70,000 five-star.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers. Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the two teams that left New York. And then subsequently, the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up. And this was the jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas.
Great clips. It's gonna be great.
Both starters pitched very good baseball today. Ben Brown of the Cubs, Landon Roop of the Giants. Each man will have a no decision, but they were very impressive. As we go to the 7th inning, Jacob Webb is the new Cub pitcher. The right-hander fires a strike, 0-1. Pitching changes by the Cubs. Brought to you by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Jung Hoo Lee, the batter. He's 0 for 2, and he takes just outside, 1-1. Eldridge on deck, and then Chapman. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. The 1-1 to Jung Hoo Lee. Pulled on the ground, right side, base hit, right field. Hoo Lee with a leadoff single. And the batter, Bryce Eldridge.
Now between Arise and Lee, they get two guys hitting in the top 10 and hitting in the league. I think going into today's game, Arise was leading the league in hitting or right up there. And so you get, along with the power that, the Cubs saw yesterday, you get guys spraying the ball around the yard. Pretty balanced attack.
Giants have been scoring a lot of runs of late.
Yeah, they have. They had a 19-run game just this past week.
Up in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
And then yesterday, they erupted for 18. Here's the stretch and the pitch by Webb, and it's taken down low for a ball. Giants had a 25-hit game last Sunday in Colorado. And they had 20 hits on Thursday up in Milwaukee. So, yeah, they've been punishing pitchers here of late.
That's why when you look at Brownie's performance today, pretty dang good.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was awesome. They've been on a roll offensively.
Eldridge, left-handed batter, has struck out and flied to left. The pitch by Webb is high and away, 2-2.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Cincinnati leading the Cardinals 5-4 in Missouri in the 6th inning. Short lead by Jung-Ho Lee. The pitch fouled away by Eldridge. I mentioned yesterday these two teams go back to the 1880s against each other. 1883. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Webb strikes out the left-handed batting Eldridge. One away. Lee is still at first. And Chapman coming up.
Well, when you have that upshoot swing and a guy like Webb, he has that good velocity, and he can work at the top of the zone, good luck. You just end up swinging through it for strike 3.
Chapman will take a strike. Chapman hit by a pitch and struck out. Lee leads at first. Here's a pitch upstairs, 1-1. Series finale tomorrow night, a late Sunday night game at 7:30. Trevor McDonald against Jamison Tyone in a battle of right-handers. Here's a smash. That's foul. Just foul. Alex Tosi, the third base umpire, immediately and emphatically made the call. It was close.
Question was, did it go over the bag or not? Tosi down the line right on the call said no. That ball was well struck.
That is not a reviewable call. The theory being once he calls it foul, it's a dead ball and the play is over. And now the 1-2. Lifted foul to right and slicing back out of play. Big crowd at Wrigley. We'll get the attendance figure here soon. Certainly looks and feels like a sellout. And the 1-2. Toss to first. Diving back in is Lee. Giants with 3 hits. Cubs have 4. A 1-1 game, 7th inning. The pitch low and away. 2-2.
Webb went with the little breaking ball trying to get Chapman to chase. He did not. It's a pretty good pitch.
Lee running, and the pitch low, throw to second base, and safe at second. Ramirez, the second baseman, came up in front of the bag, grabbed the throw, and then tried to make the backhanded sweep tag, but it was too late.
Yeah, Lee got a very good jump at first. He gets a great break. And even though Kelly got rid of that ball in pretty good shape and threw it on the inside to give Ramirez a chance of the sweep tag, Lee had just beat the play.
So a man at second with 1 away. The 3-2 pitch. Inside, he walked him. And now Webb with 2 men on will face the number 8 hitter, Eric Haas.
Well, Kelly going out and giving some signs on if they run where he would throw the ball. And I think for the Cubs, just want to slow the game down just a touch for Webb.
Sellout crowd on hand. Here comes the pitch on the way. And Haas takes outside. 39,248, a huge crowd.
You look, and that's just what's in the ballpark. You look at the rooftops. Every rooftop is full here, all the way around the stadium.
The 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1 on Haas. He has struck out and bounced out, both of those against the Cubs starter Ben Brown. Now Jacob Webb. Ready in the pitch. Lifted to right center. Playable. Battling the sun is Suzuki. Does he see it? Yes, he does. And he makes the catch. You could tell it was a bit of a struggle run. He moved over and then in, and he was still kind of staggering as he hauled it in.
You know, that sun it's just so tough. Suzuki had lost the ball for a second and then found it again. The key when you're catching a ball like that, you got to keep tracking it. If it gets in the sun, you got to keep looking, because then eventually it'll come out of the sun. But you got to train yourself to not look away. If you look away, it's over. And Suzuki, that's a very tough play, and he made it. He made the play. That was impressive.
Now Drew Gilbert, little left-handed batter, number 9 hitter, takes a strike. Hooley, the runner at second. Chapman at first. Tie game, 7th inning. Fly ball, shallow right. Suzuki coming in, still coming. He's got it. Little soft fly ball to right field. Nice play by Seiya. Good job by Webb. No runs for the Giants. It's a 1-1 game. It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
This is Spalding.
Yes,
you look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second. Now this is the backstory. Okay, this is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids. Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of Doubleday and the invention of baseball?
Please
tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old Cooperstown native came forward, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball, does it give you powers to become a better baseball player?
I've been here 5 years and playing baseball through all of it. I don't think I've gotten better.
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Available exclusively at local.
The Seattle Mariners have officially found their groove, riding the wave of an amazing run that started in May and has them sailing in June.
And the Mariners sweep the A's.
The secret to their recent success? Power at the plate and dominance on the mound.
Swung on and missed, got him.
The rotation, led by Emerson Hancock, Brian Wu, and Logan Gilbert, has been absolutely electric.
248, a sellout. They are ready for a Cubs rally. Pedro Ramirez first up. First pitch from Caleb Killian is in there for a strike. Ramirez with a single and a flyout. 1 for 2. Shallow at third is Chapman. Now the 0-1. That's going to be in there for another strike. 0-2. Carson Kelly on deck, and then Pete Crow Armstrong. Pete with a homer in the 6th inning, accounting for the Cubs' only run. Rafael Devers homered in the Giants' 6th for their tally. The 0-2 is upstairs. Cubs trying to even up the series after being blown out yesterday. And now the 1-2, sliced foul off to the left, out of play. Pedro Ramirez looking for his first big league home run. And now the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a shoulder high fastball. And that's out number 1, and it brings up Carson Kelly.
Well, 7th inning stretch, and with 39,000, it was a loud one. Sponsored by Volvo XC90, room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. Volvo XC90.
Killian always works from the stretch. And Kelly hits one foul to right, out of play. Carson twice has bounced out to the third baseman Chapman. Right-hander to right-hander. Here comes the 0-1. Kelly looks at a ball low and away. Cubs in this stretch of playing 12 straight games against only 2 teams, the Giants and Colorado. Now the 1-1. Check swing, it's low and in. After tomorrow's game, the Cubs will fly out to Colorado and take on the Rockies. Monday is an off day. Tuesday through Thursday in the Rocky Mountains, and then in the Bay Area against these Giants next weekend. High pop fly, shallow left. The shortstop Adames is there to make the catch. And that's out number 2, and it brings up Pete Crow Armstrong.
Kelly had a good swing at that, just got under it and hit it a mile in the air. First Out's always sponsored by Xfinity, reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
A left-hander Miller is throwing in the bullpen. I would think a pitching change is imminent. And there it is. Pitching change by the opposition. Sponsored by Sloan, the official.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Reds lead the Cardinals 5-4. Top of the 7th in St. Louis. Matt McClain with a 2-run home run for Cincinnati. Bottom 8, Royals and Twins tied at 1. Other action, the Blue Jays all over the Orioles. 5-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ernie Clement with a 3-run home run. White Sox lead the Phillies 3-0, top of the 1st. Pat?
Eric Miller is the new left-handed pitcher. Nobody on, 2 down. Ball game tied at 1, bottom of the 7th inning. Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate. First pitch to Pete, and it misses somewhere for ball 1. If he gets on run, any doubt that he'll try to steal a bag?
No, I think unless he doesn't get a read at all off Miller, the lefty, he's got to be going and getting in the scoring position.
He's showing bunt here, takes outside ball 2. Let's see if he gets something to hammer on 2-0. He might.
Yeah.
Chapman, the third baseman, in on the edge of the grass at third and well off the line. Here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit, right field. Hooley gets over to bobble the ball, and Pete will hold at first. Okay. Crow Armstrong gets his third hit of the game. And let's see if he's going to be running. Do you like the first pitch or maybe the second?
I think it all depends on what their scouting report has on Miller. If they know what Miller does, you might be able to go on the first pitch. I would anticipate Miller trying to hold the ball on him and throwing over at least once, maybe even before he delivers the ball to home plate.
Pete hung in nicely against that left-hander and stroked that solid single to right. Okay, he's got his lead. Miguel Amaya pinch hitting for Michael Conforto. And the ball gets away from the catcher, Haas. And Pete goes down to second. Now, even though Pete wasn't running, I think his awareness, talking about the catcher, Haas, the awareness of a speedy runner at first may have been a distraction.
Yeah, I would agree. This is just a fastball, and it just hits him in the thumb of the glove and goes to the backstop.
Passed ball all the way. And now Amaya trying to drive in the go-ahead run. Swings and misses. Pete Crow Armstrong at second. You know he'll try to score on anything hit to the outfield.
Yeah, any ball that hits outfield grass, Pete should score.
The pitch to Amaya. It's taken down low. 2-1. Ball game on the line right here. 1-1 score. Bottom of the seventh. 2 down with a man at second base. And the lefty fires. Amaya taps it foul. He was out in front of an off-speed pitch. And now it's 2-2. If Amaya can reach, Michael Busch would be next. Schmidt, the left fielder, playing pretty deep. Amaya trying to come through. The lead by PCA, and now time called.
I think Miller just wasn't happy with the pitch selection, so he stepped off.
Miller, the big lefty, is set. And the 2-2. Amaya takes. Inside, it hits him. It grazed him in the hand or the arm, and that'll be a hit by pitch. So Amaya runs to first. The batter is now Michael Busch. And the pitching coach for the Giants will head to the mound.
Yeah, this is all scouting report now on Michael Busch.
Justin Mekage, the pitching coach, out to discuss strategy here. Amaya will leave for Alcantara. Kevin Alcantara will be the runner at first. Pete Crow Armstrong ran over to the dugout and chatted briefly with Greg Counsell and others.
I think with them two on the base, I guarantee you Pete went, do you want me to take third base? Because they're going to play off him. So, I mean, first, second pitch, he could definitely take third. They're not going to hold him on in second.
2 outs, 2 on, tie game, bottom of the seventh. Lefty to lefty. And the pitch to Busch, swing and a miss. He got crossed up on a good breaking ball that time.
But I'd like Michael to just keep his approach back through the middle. Not try to hook the ball, just stay with the approach to the middle and take your chances there.
Now the 0-1. Check swing, another bender, came right back with the same pitch. This time Busch laid off. Oh, this big crowd ready to cut loose.
Good size gap in right center field for Michael Busch.
The 1-1. Busch hits a check swing grounder slowly toward the middle of the diamond. Adames will bobble the ball. Everybody is safe. Everybody is safe. Infield single. An excuse-me check swing bouncer by Bush. Adames, the shortstop, racing in, bobbled the ball as he tried to transfer it from glove to bare hand. And now the bags are loaded with 2 down.
I don't know if Adames could have got him even if he fields this ball clean the way this is. I'm a little surprised that Pete didn't try to score and just keep running around third. A lot of times the guy coming to third will just keep running in case it is safe at first base. But now the crowd's into the game.
Alex Bregman at the plate. Takes ball 1. The crowd is standing. And it can get pretty noisy here at Wrigley. Bregman nothing for 2. Bases loaded. 2 down. Tie game. 7th inning. The pitch. Bregman takes a strike. 1-1.
Backdoor slider just clipped the outside corner. Boy, if Bregman could blast one here, that would do the Cubs and him a lot of good.
Miller, the left-hander, ready. And the pitch on the way. It's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Haas, the catcher, and now it's 2-1.
Boy, that had wild pitch written all over it. Slider in the dirt, right at Bregman's feet.
He should get a pitch to hit here. I say that. You don't want to go 3-1 in this spot if you're a pitcher. Here comes the 2-1. Bregman fouls it away. The pitch was out away from him. He fouled it back. It's 2-2. Cubs looking for their first lead in the series. And the 2-2 on the way. Fouled away. We'll do it again. This could be the most important at-bat of this ball game right here. Alex Bregman trying to come through. And now the 2-2 on the way. Bregman lines one, foul past third. Off-speed pitch, just a little bit out in front. Still 2-2. Boy, these fans are ready to go wild.
Yeah, that's what I said. If Bregman hits it in the gap or hits one out of here, boy, this place is a little rough.
Runners take their leads at all 3 stations. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Bregman strikes out. The Cubs do not score. We go to the 8th inning. It's a 1-1 game.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The beauty of this jersey is the field texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
We fly to their away games. Hint, hint.
Here on a beautiful day at Wrigley Field, game tied at 1, top of the 8th inning, and this 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K. To donate your car today, Patrick.
Casey Schmidt will lead off this 8th inning run. Ball game tied 1-1. Jacob Webb still in the game. Next offering to Schmidt, swung on and missed. Schmidt has flied out twice and grounded out. He was robbed on a good play by Pete Crow Armstrong his last time up. Devers and Arise to follow. The 0-2 fouled away. Still a beautiful early June day at Wrigley. At about 75 at game time. Very few clouds in the sky. Great crowd, good ball game. Outside 1-2 to Schmidt. Schmidt, orange batting gloves on either hand, waiting. And the next pitch hit in the air to right, slicing toward foul territory, chasing is Suzuki. This ball is going to blow out of play. Bush also in pursuit. Not much room as you get down the lines here at Wrigley. It narrows to almost nothing, in fact. Once you get to within about 100 feet of the foul poles, you've got about a foot of space in foul territory, and that's it. And now the 1-2. Little pop fly into shallow right. It's going to be caught by Suzuki. Out number 1.
Good pitch. In on the hands by Webb to get the routine little fly out to Suzuki. Catch of the game, speaking of Saya. Sponsored by Catch Des Moines. That play was a real trip, and so is Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours at CatchDesMoines.com. How about the catch of the game, him slamming into the right field sidewall right away early in the ball game to make that play in right.
The outfield is, I would say, as difficult to play at Wrigley as any other ballpark, maybe that there's ever been.
Yeah, no, I would agree. This is not an easy place to play the outfield.
Devers will hit a high fly ball into shallow right center. Pete Crow Armstrong coming in, and Pete's going to take control and make the catch. 2 down.
Well, you talk about skying one to the outfield. That ball was hit a mile in the air.
Devers retired, and the batter Luis Arise.
First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
8th inning, tie game. Webb's pitch. A little upstairs to Arise.
Tough plays of the game. They're sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough.
That pitch is right in there for a strike. Arise taking all the way. 1-1. Glancing to the bottom of the 8th inning. Happ, Suzuki, and Horner are due up. Now the 1-1 from Webb. Bouncing ball right side. Gloved by Bush. He'll feed the pitcher coming over in time for the out. Score that one 3-1. The Giants go 1-2-3. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 1-1.
And what do we got? Oh, it's one of those parabolic mics. This is one of the sillier delays that I've seen. Gino has his heels a little high. He's airmailed into right field. He's at third, backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. That was awkward.
Trying a little trickeration over the field for it. It's worth a shot. Why not?
Oh, that's funny. Wait till they mass market him, like the Grimace.
Yeah. Jack Leiter making his season debut.
He's 148K, second among all AL rookies.
Jets 2-2, and a swing and a miss. There's his first strikeout of the season. He gets Mayo for the second out of the inning. To be the way to pitch, here's the 3-2. And that's right in there. Alonso just frozen.
Sinking fastball from Leiter. He retires the side in order for the first time tonight.
Big over-the-top windup, and the 1-2 pitch, he struck him out swinging with a cutter at 94. Nice assortment of pitches there from Jack Leiter. And that new pitch, the cutter, strikes out Adley Rutschman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Great screwball action, a changeup at 92. So Leiter making use of a couple of pitches he didn't even have 2 years ago when he made his major league debut.
It's 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him chasing a curveball, and Leiter, I don't know that he loved where that one ended up, but he got the job done.
In your corner today at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Make your favorite players all-stars. Cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star ballot daily or visit MLB.com/vote. Pat?
Ian Happ leads it off. Eric Miller still on the mound. The left-hander misses high to Happ. Game tied 1-1, getting late. Bottom of the 8th inning. Happ batting right-handed. And the 1-0 from Miller. Happ will take down low 2-0. Let's see how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Ron Coomer the winner. Boy, you were close, Ron. Almost suspiciously so. And now the 2-0. Happ takes a strike. 39,248 the actual figure.
Wow.
Your guess was 39,200, so you were off by a grand total of 48 patrons.
I'll invite some more people tomorrow.
The 2-1 hit in the air to right center. On the run is Gilbert making the catch. Drew Gilbert able to make the catch in shallow right center. One away, and the batter now is Seiya Suzuki. Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Tony Vitello, the manager, out to make a change. And there will be a pitching change right now. Changes by the opposition, sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions.
Olis Garcia will lead off the bottom of the 5th inning.
That one's hit well. Out toward left field. Sheets going back. It is gone! Adolis Garcia with his 5th home run of the year. And the Phillies now lead it 2-0.
And boy, did he know it. Instead of a bat flip, it was kind of a bat throw. He chucked it out in front of the plate.
And he hammers this ball. That one's at 109 miles an hour, 429 feet.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Bottom of the 8th inning into 1-1 tie. And Wynn has done a good job for the Giants this year. 26 games, a record of 1-1, and a very impressive ERA of 2.30. 27 innings. He's only given up 16 hits. And he's allowed just 1 home run in those 27 innings. So he's done a good job. Let's see if the Cubs can get to him right now. 1 away, nobody on, bottom of the 8th inning. And the pitch to Seiya Suzuki is a strike.
Seiya taking all the way, took a fastball down the middle.
For any right-handed batter, Ron, thinking about a long ball to left or left center, it better be a low line drive. Here is a pitch inside. Any fly ball, I feel like, is going to get knocked down.
Yeah, I would say the wind has picked up here late in the ball game. It wasn't, it was blowing in, but not relevant, you might say, early in the game, and now it's definitely blowing in harder.
Suzuki lays off outside. 2 balls and a strike. Nico Hoerner is on deck. The 2-1 line drive, that's caught by Adames at shortstop. A lunging dive, he caught it inches off the dirt. He's made some pretty good plays in this series, Ron. He really has.
Yeah, and the thing about Adames, he's one of the bigger shortstops in the game. He's a big guy and very agile, very good athlete. And he made an excellent play there.
2 down, nobody on. If Nico gets on, he might be able to steal a bag. First things first, he must reach. And he takes outside, ball 1. Pedro Ramirez on deck. He's a switch hitter, so he'll bat left-handed. The pitch to Nico. Popped up, right side foul, over near the stands. Over to take a look is Devers. It's out of reach. Back about 4 rows.
Yeah, ball goes up now that the wind's blowing in a little harder. Any ball in foul territory that's hit high usually ends up making the seats.
Each team got a run in the 6th inning. It was a solo home run for each. Rafael Devers for the Giants, Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubs. The 1-1. Just outside to Nico, 2-1. Cubs badly in need of a win here today. Now the 2-1. Outside, 3-1.
Wynn staying away from Nico, whether it's a sinker or a slider, but everything down and away.
Three balls and a strike on Hoerner. And the pitch swung on and fouled at the plate, and Nico goes down. He hit that one right down off of his left foot or shin. And you could tell it hurt the way he reacted.
He's got that guard on his shin. And I'm not quite sure. The way he went down, it looks like he didn't hit that guard. He's still trying to walk it off a little bit.
Cubs 1, Giants 1. Bottom of the 8th inning. 2 down. Bases empty. And the 3-2 pitch on the way to Hoerner. Bounce to short, charging and picking as Adames flips to first in time to end the inning. We go to the 9th inning. It's a 1-1 ball game on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales, and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Diving stop at second, Rojas.
Dodger infield tonight, sparkling.
Feeling for the wall, and he got it! Nice play by Christopher Morel, crashing on the bunt.
What a play in left by Antonacci.
Got the wall, jumps, and he makes the catch, crashes into the fence.
Sharply hit, diving stop, Paredes, gets up, fires.
Carter Jensen dives! Wow, what a play!
Caught by McGonigal at third, wow.
Sliding catch!
Joe does it again, he's saving runs everywhere you put him.
Makes the running catch. Terrific catch by A.J. Ewing.
Glides, gloves, spins, fires. What a play! What a play!
Well, that glove can play.
Dives, whoa, what a catch! Adolis Garcia with a diving grab. Run down by Crow Armstrong! Wow!
Spin and a throw to get Real Muto. That was fancy.
Liner, but there's De La Cruz. Naylor able to snare it. Woo to the bag. He just took a hit away.
is tough. Your home siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
Top of the ninth, 1-1 game. Cubs and Giants. The ninth inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Zach, thank you. We move to inning number 9. Daniel Palencia in a tie game will come on, and his job, put a 0 on the board. Adames, Hooley, and Eldred batting here in the 9th inning. Adames with power, 11 home runs, and he'll check his swing and foul it off. 0-1.
Now Palencia, see if he can just do his job, throw some bullets, and get the Cubs a 1-2-3 inning and get them back up to the plate.
Cubs have the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up in the bottom of the 9th. Good old-fashioned pitcher's duel at Wrigley. The 0-1 to Adames from Palencia. And it's over the head of the batter. Adames kind of looking out at Palencia, but there's no way he's going to try to hit a batter in this spot. That was 99 mph. And now the 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? No swing. Boy, that was close. I would like to see that again.
That was a swing. There's no doubt that was a swing. Yep, that's a swing.
Yeah, that should have been called a strike by Andy Fletcher, the first base umpire. Here's the 2-1 to Adames. Swing and a miss. And now it's 2-2.
Whenever a hitter ends up with all that body movement, 99 times out of 100, it's a swing.
Breeze still blowing in at Wrigley. It's a pitcher's day. And the 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Adames takes low for a ball. 3-2.
Wind blowing in, still fairly hard from center. Not a gale wind, but it's blowing in from straightaway center.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Strike 3 call. Adames thought it was either high or outside. He had a word or two with the home plate umpire, Willie Traynor, but he actually should have been struck out earlier on that check swing call.
Yeah, that was strike 4, and the at-bat and that cutter little slider was a strike up and away on the outside corner.
1 away. Here is Jung Hoo Lee. Left-handed hitter taking outside.
Here's a guy that's a spray hitter, but don't take it for granted that he's just going to try to spray the ball. He's got 3 home runs. He could cheat on one of these fastballs.
He pokes it foul, a late swing.
Yeah.
It's out of play. You're going to see a lot of late swings against Daniel Palencia.
Well, he throws absolute bullets. Cubs pitching changes sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Bregman about even with the bag at third. The rest of the infielders play back. And now Lee will take high. 2-1. Cubs will have Ramirez, Kelly, and Pro Armstrong due up in the bottom of the 9th. Palencia with that red glove on the mound. The pitch, line to left, a base hit. Sharply hit ball. Jung Hoo Lee, an opposite field single, and now the Giants have a man at first in a tie game with 1 away in the 9th inning.
Lee with 1 stolen base. But watching him run in the outfield, he can run pretty well. We'll see. The Giants are thinking of trying to get him in scoring position.
Bryce Eldridge, the batter, nothing for 3. Left-handed hitter will take inside.
Most closers, I will say, don't pay much attention to the base runners. Palencia does a little better job than normal. Big lead at first.
Runner not going. The pitch line past Bush down the right field line, a base hit. Racing around second and going to third is Lee on a base hit by Eldridge, and the Giants now have met at first and third with only one away.
But it's a bullet hit down at Michael Bush's, kind of just off his right leg down, and it's hit so hard the ball's past him before he can get down to the ground about 2 or 3 feet to his right. And as you said, now first and third and only one out. Chapman is a double play candidate.
Time called. The catcher Kelly out to talk to Palencia. Tommy Hottovy, the pitching coach, out as well. All of the Cub infielders will gather around.
I think once Kelly went out there and then the infield started coming in, time for Tommy to go out and have a conversation with Palencia and the whole infield on what the Cubs want to do.
Jonah Cox is pinch running at first base, running for Eldridge. Lee running at third. One away in the inning. Chapman has not put the ball in play all day. He was hit by a pitch, struck out, and then had a walk. Cubs will keep the infield back. Bush is holding the runner Cox at first, as Lee leads in foul territory at third.
Chapman is going to be trying to drive a ball to the outfield at minimum to get the sacrifice fly with only one out. Now Palencia is having some issues with his PitchCom device and getting it into his hat.
Now he puts his hat on. He seems to be ready to go. He plants that right foot. He's working out of the stretch. One away. Tie game, ninth inning. Runners at first and third for the Giants. And Chapman waiting. The runner at first goes. The pitch low. The throw to second base. Not in time. Holding at third. Jung-Hoo Lee. Cox immediately stealing second on the very first pitch.
Now the Cubs will have to play the infield in. The double play is not in order. So now you'll all come in, and they will try to cut this run down at the plate. I would anticipate, and they're going to challenge the ball strike call also. And pitch to strike. Very good.
The call is confirmed. The pitch is a strike.
It was a good
San
throw
Francisco is
by
out of
Kelly.
challenges.
But the runner Cox had a very big jump, Ron.
Yep. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Now what you're going to see at third base is Lee is going to be going on contact. So he'll be on the swing. So you'll have to make it quick to get it home.
The 0-1 to Chapman. It's just inside. It's 1-1. Palencia really needs a strikeout right now.
Giants are out of challenges.
Infield in all the way around. And now the 1-1. Driven into right center field. It'll drive in the run. Pete Crow Armstrong makes the catch. Tagging and scoring is Jung-Hoo Lee. And the Giants have taken a 2-1 lead. A sac fly from Matt Chapman.
You and I have talked about this, and I've mentioned this 1,000 times on our Cubs broadcast. When you get this situation, where do you want to try to drive the ball? Right center field, very professional at bat by Chapman, and he gets the job done with the sacrifice fly.
It's a very big run now out at second base as Palencia goes to work on Eric Haas. And Haas checks his swing and takes inside. Palencia disgusted with himself, snaps at the return throw from Kelly. 2 hits in the inning. A stolen base against him, and now a sac fly. And the Giants have a 2-1 lead. Palencia needs the inning to end right now. Misses up and in to Haas. 2-0. Cubs have 8, 9, and 1 batters due up That's in the bottom of the ninth. The next offering is a strike, 2-1.
Good slider by Palencia to get the strike.
The lead at second by Jonah Cox. And the 2-1 from Palencia. Line toward left. Happ is there. Back now, making the catch on the edge of the warning track. So the Giants make a lot of contact. They score 1 run on 2 hits.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Leading off against the lefty Brandon Williamson is O'Neal Cruz here.
Oh my.
Fly ball right center field, and O'Neal Cruz with his first Cruz missile of the year off the lefty Brandon Williamson. Cruz crushes it. Pirates get the run back. They lead 6-1.
That's a beautiful thing. You ride it out for times just like that. It's just a special talent. It comes together like that, and you're very thankful because he can change the scoreboard.
They say it's a game of numbers.
7 years. So next time you're at a ballpark, grab a Yuengling Traditional Lager, because just like baseball, legends stand the test of time. Yuengling is proud to be the official beer of the Cubs radio network.
DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
Rear-ended? That's wrong. Hurt in a fall? That's wrong. Call D&W, Chicago's injury law group. Call the 8s, 312-888-8888.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Let's see if the Cubs can answer back. They trail 2-1, bottom of the ninth inning. Pedro Ramirez to lead it off against Keaton Wynn. Big right-hander fires. It's outside. Gilbert moves from center over to left, Drew Gilbert, and Jonah Cox stays in the game and plays center field. Ramirez 1 for 3, trying to get on. And the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Keaton Wynn, right-hander. Kelly on deck, and then Crow Armstrong. Ramirez will take a little bit high for a ball. Pedro trying to do everything he can to get on base in this spot.
You'd really want to look for that ball inside. If you get a ball inner half, if he took the first strike, that's the ball you can really drive.
He hits a sharp ground ball, but it's backhanded by Arise, and he throws to first in time. One away before Kelly steps in. We step away 10 for ID on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talk Cubs on Rahimi, Harrison, Grody. Middays 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score. This is the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network. WSCR, WSCR FM, and HD1, Chicago.
Let's see if Carson Kelly can get on. The Cubs are down to their last couple of outs, trailing 2-1. Kelly takes high. Pete Crow Armstrong, whose sixth inning home run is the Cubs offense today, is on deck. Kelly drives it foul to left, out of play. 1-1 on Carson Kelly.
After that swing, there's no doubt what Carson's trying to do. He's trying to hit one into the street here at Reagular.
The 1-1. Line drive caught by the shortstop Adames. And there are 2 down.
2 sharply hit balls in the inning. Arise makes a nice play at second. Now Adames catches the line drive.
Pete Crow Armstrong representing the Cubs' final chance. The crowd wants him to take another one deep, just like he did in the 6th inning. Fans start to stand. Pete drives one in the air. Deep right field. It's got a chance. Gone. Can you believe it? Ball game tied 2-2. Pete Crow Armstrong delivers.
Pete got a pitch down and in. We talked about it with the Ramirez at bat. You're looking for the ball in her half so you can pull one. He gets the first pitch fastball down and in. Tie game. That ball was crushed.
Back to even, tied at 2. Pete Crow Armstrong is turning into a star ball player. You talk about coming up big when your team really needed you to. Cubs were down to their last out, and he homers on the first pitch from Keaton Wynn.
I love the aggressiveness going to home plate, and you're looking for a certain pitch. If you get that fastball down and in, you got to be on time and cut it loose. He was.
It's only the 2nd homer that Keaton Wynn has allowed in 29 innings of work. Now Moises Ballesteros batting, and he'll take a strike.
He got that ball down and in. He took that one for a strike.
Ball game tied at 2. The pitch to Ballesteros. Taken for another strike. Surprisingly unaggressive so far after these first 2 pitches.
Yeah, you got 2 balls down and in the strike zone. That's what you're looking for.
Let's see if Moises can get a hold of one. The pitch. He lays off a high fastball. So the Cubs are still very much alive. Tied at 2. The pitch by Wynn. Moises swings and misses, strike 3. Extra innings at Wrigley. Pete Crow Armstrong with his 4th hit of the day, his 2nd homer of the day, has tied this game. We go to the 10th inning. It's a 2-2 ball game at Wrigley. On The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
From the ballpark to the beach, Sea Glass.
And Melendez socks one deep right field, right down the line. Stowers to the corner, and it's out of here. First career walk-off RBI for MJ Melendez.
Oh, baby! Brian Reynolds clears the deck. Pirates win it on a Friday night in the Berg.
Back it goes! Let's go!
This team, man, unbelievable.
Blake Dunn going back, leaps at the wall, Dunn on the spin, and he brought it in, he robs a homer!
Well, that was a terrific play.
Take a good look, you won't see it from Tovar has walked off the Giants.
Tovar hits his 2nd of the night.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
Getting set for the top of the 10th here at Wrigley Field. Cubs and Giants tied at 2. The 10th inning is sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. Pat?
The courtesy runner for the Giants to begin the 10th inning is Eric Haas. So he's at second. Drew Gilbert is batting. Bregman about even with the bag at third. And Bush is in shallow at first, so the corner infielder is certainly in a position to field a bunt if that's what the Giants decide to do.
Yeah, Michael on the grass at first, so we will see what Gilbert does.
This is Barricado, Victor Barricado now pinch hitting for Drew Gilbert. Game tied at 2. We're in the 10th inning. Swing and a miss by Barricado. Casey Schmidt on deck, and then Rafael Devers.
There was no look, a bunt, or trying to get the guy over. He was looking to hit one in the seats.
Ryan Rollison, the left-hander, comes back. A swing and a miss. And boy, would he love a strikeout right here, Ron. What pitch could do it?
I think you throw another breaking ball. He swung at both of them, and he's been way out in front of both of them. He hasn't come close to trying to hit a ball the other way. And you think that's like an absolute in this situation.
The tall left-hander Rollison ready, glancing back at the runner and fires. Strike 3 call. Fastball got him looking. Right on the inside corner. Big out. One away.
A little cut fastball running in on his hands. Hits the inside corner. Perfect pitch for strike 3.
And the runner still at second base. Casey Schmidt, the batter. Glancing to the bottom of the 10th inning. Moises Ballesteros made the final out, so he will be the courtesy runner or possibly another pinch runner. We'll see. The batters are going to be Bush, Bregman, and Happ. 2-2 tie, top of the 10th inning. A runner at second with one away. Buddy Kennedy at the plate. Kennedy, a right-handed batter, and he'll take low and inside for ball 1. No word on why Casey Schmidt left the game. He's been a pretty productive hitter. Also a right-handed batter. And the pitch to Kennedy instead of bluff move by Rollison to second base. Giants are going to have a left-handed pitcher in the bottom of the inning. More about that later. The Cub left-hander Rollison delivers. Bounced foul over toward the Cub third base dugout. And the count 1-1. Again, Haas, who is a catcher, is the courtesy runner down at second base.
I would say that's a benefit for the Cubs. It's not a guarantee a base hit to the outfield he scores.
The next pitch off the inside edge. 2-1 on Buddy Kennedy. Cubs and Giants in a 2-2 tie, 10th inning. One away and a man at second. The pitch, swing and a miss. Rollison already has gotten one strikeout. He would love to get another one right now. What pitch could do it, Ron?
I like slow breaking ball once again. That one, Kennedy way out in front of that one. Never really saw that pitch.
The big lefty fires 2-2. Low and inside, 3-2. Rafael Devers is on deck. Kennedy waiting for Rollison. Big crowd quiet all of a sudden. Tie game, 10th inning, the pitch. Check swing, did he go? No swing. Almost got him to go, but he held up just in time on a low inside breaking ball. Ball 4.
Pretty good hook down and in. Did not swing, though.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
So Kennedy gets the walk. Rafael Devers, the left-handed batter, at the plate. Giants at first and second, 1 away. Tie game. Rollison's pitch, low and outside, 1-0. Both starters pitched great ball today, Ben Brown and Landon Roop. They'll both have no decision. It's a battle of the bullpens. And the 1-0. Devers takes low and away. Rollison nibbling here the last 2 batters. He's walked a man and now falling behind a dangerous hitter, 2-0.
Yeah, here's you got to make a quality pitch. Devers, you know he's going to be on time with a fastball and looking to blast one.
Here's the pitch. He was, and he fouls it away. Pretty good fastball.
Yeah,
Rob.
it really was. 95 miles an hour. Devers, he was looking for the heater. He was looking to take him deep.
2 balls and a strike on Devers. Haas leads at second. Kennedy at first. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Fooled him badly on a breaking ball. What are you thinking here, Rob?
I'd go with another hook. I'd go with that hook down and away and see if you can get him to chase it.
Lefty against lefty. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 call right down the middle of fastball. That's the last pitch that he was looking for. Apparently, it's out number 2.
He was looking, he was sitting on breaking ball, and Rollison throws gas literally right down the middle at the knees for strike 3.
2 down. The batter is Luis Arraez. It's a tie game. Lefty to lefty. Arraez takes up and in. Ball 1. Arraez had a single in the first inning. He's 1 for 4. Tie game, 10th inning, 2 down, first and second. Arraez swings and misses. And Arraez, you don't see him overswing very often, but I got the feeling he did right there, Ron.
I would agree. Cubs playing him way around towards left center. He hooks it on the right field line. There's all kinds of room there.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. What do you like here?
I would say another breaking ball. He is not taking good swings at the breaking ball. That last pitch, a very odd swing by Arraez, who doesn't do that too often.
Every fan, just about every fan, on their feet at Wrigley. And the stretch for the 1-2. On the way. Fouled away. Kind of reached for a ball. It was probably high and away. And he stayed alive by fouling it off. Arraez, a former batting champion. Always a tough out. Slightly open stance.
The way he was kind of jumping across the plate. See if Kelly goes inside on him.
Here comes the 1-2. Low and away. 2-2.
Now a little slider away. Kelly has struck me out already twice. Everything I'm looking for, he's doing the opposite. That's great job by him behind the dish.
Willie Adames is on deck. Cubs don't want him to come up in the inning. The set for the 2-2, and here it comes. Fouled away. Arraez had to reach for a ball, breaking away from him.
Well, he could put the bat on the baseball. This pitch fooled him, and he just flipped the bat out and fouled it off.
Pete Crow Armstrong shading the left-handed batter toward left center field slightly. And now the 2-2 on the way. Ground ball toward the middle. It'll be gloved and out at second base. Ramirez took the grounder, stepped on second, forced the runner. What a job by Rollison. The Giants do not score. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Required at signing if applicable. Finance charges accrue from date of financing. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/30/26.
Sam Hentges is the new left-handed pitcher for the Giants. It looks like Dansby Swanson is going to be the courtesy runner down at second base to begin the inning. Dansby replacing the designated hitter Conforto in this spot. So you have a veteran running at second in Dansby Swanson. Michael Busch at the plate, lefty against lefty. Ball game is tied. Cubs have a chance to win it right now. Nobody out and a man at second base.
Bushy's at bat. You've got to look to pull this ball. Whether you pull it on the ground and get Dansby to third, you pull it in the air deep. But you got to get Dansby to third base. Best scenario, over and in, and drive in a game-winning run.
Busch takes down low for ball one. Chapman shallow at third. I'm not looking for him to bunt toward third. Are you, Ron?
I'm not, but that could be that little dribbler ground ball. And pitches a strike.
Ball's overturned, pitch is a strike. San Francisco has one challenge remaining.
The challenge, it is a strike. It's 0-1 on Michael Busch.
I think Bushy's swinging and for sure, and he's going to try to drive this run in.
This ball is outside. Lee now is in center field. Cox is over in left. And Barracato is in right. Lefty to lefty. The 1-1 fouled away by Michael. At the very least, he would like to pull the ball, preferably on the ground, to get the runner over to third.
Yeah, that's what I said. You gotta do something to get that runner to third base. You got to hook a ground ball, hook a fly ball to right, and let Dansby get to third.
Swanson takes his lead. Tie game, bottom of the 10th inning. Nobody out. And the 1-2, low and outside, 2-2. No shortage of drama in this ball game today. Pete Crow Armstrong tying the game with a 2-out solo homer in the 9th. And now the Cubs trying to win it here in the 10th. And the 2-2. Line drive, base hit, right field. Rounding third and holding. The ball gets away. And coming in to score is Swanson. Cubs win the ball game. Cubs win. Barracato, the right fielder, bobbled the ball, overran it. Swanson was going to stop at third. But when he saw the ball behind the right fielder, Dansby just ran home gleefully. And the Cubs have won the ball game. Michael Busch delivers a clutch base hit. Ron?
Well, he did exactly what you want him to do. Hook a ground ball. It goes through. Berricotta comes in and is out of control and doesn't field the ball. Dansby was stopped at third base. But the ball trickled by him. He just walked on in home, and the Cubs win a ball game. And a great comeback win with the home run by Pete. And now Michael Busch with the big walk-off single.
I'm not sure if he'll get credit for the RBI.
It'll be an error. It'll be an error on the right fielder. A single and an error.
But he put the ball in play, and sometimes that's all it takes. The defensive mistake allows Swanson to score the winning run, and the Cubs coming from behind in dramatic fashion, winning it 3-2 in 10 innings. Quite a ball game we just saw, Ron.
Yeah, very good game. Great pitching by both starters, as we both talked about. Ben Brown was outstanding for the Cubs again, and it's just fun. He's got command of all of his pitches, threw the ball exceptionally well.
Our great friend Bruce Levine is down in the dugout. Let's go down to Bruce.
All right, Pat and Ron, I'm here with Pete Crow Armstrong. And Pete, let's start off talking about Rollinson and how he shut down two of the great hitters in the game to get this to the last inning.
Yeah, man, he's been so solid all year. He's got the stomach for a situation like that, man. That was super impressive. The confidence with every single pitch, just from my viewpoint in center field, is fun to watch. And God, I just love seeing everybody be ready.
Talk about fun to watch that you are, and tell us about your ninth inning thoughts, stepping up to the plate, what you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like a pretty standard north-south attack to lefty. So I was just on heater timing, and he hung me a splitter. That was about it, though.
How much fun is it to just compete? I know winning is everything in this game, but you're competing. Your guys are grinding every day. I watch it, all the work that you put in there. How much fun is that? Win or lose, how much fun is it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we wake up and come to work for, is to be able to compete. We get to play this game, So I think just reminding ourselves that we're fortunate enough to have moments like this, and winning is just always the cherry on top for sure.
Congratulations. You and I are going to Chicago Cut for the best steak in Chicago. Go enjoy with your teammates, okay?
Thank you.
Right. Guys, now back to you in the booth.
Thanks, Bruce, and thanks to PCA as well. Chicago Cut Steakhouse features 100% USDA prime steaks and seafood served overlooking the yachts traveling down the Chicago River, while guests gaze up at one of the world's most iconic skylines. Chicago Cut's expanded bar has become the city's place to be seen, with guests enjoying one of Chicago's extensive wine and spirits offerings. Don't forget to check out the secret food menu only offered in the bar. Come experience polished service, a vibrant energy, and exceptional cuisine at Chicago's best steakhouse, Chicago Cut. And a reminder, it is time to fly the W. Sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the Chicago Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong came up huge today, though. Ron, he homered in the 6th inning and then came up in the 9th inning with the Cubs down to their last out and homered to tie the game to keep the Cubs alive, and that's what set the stage for the extra inning win.
Boy, no doubt. Pete with 4 hits in the game today. He will be our Benny's Toast to the Game ball player. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking, but he'll be our Toast to the Game ball player. Outstanding job by Pete. 2 big hits. I mean, it just comes up clutch, and then Michael finishing off the game to win the ball game for the Cubs.
Toast to the Game presented by Benny's Beverage Depot, the